Hey history hunters, and I'm ready for another adventure or in history.
Hello, how are you?
I've seen how long I keep a straight face for, but couldn't do it.
Ready? If you get hit by a deaf person, is that assault with a silent weapon?
Assault with a flashlight.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Friday, everyone. Happy
Good
Fridays. Good evening, good night. And that was his BBC News. Who was first in? Tracy Jackson. Hello. Highlight it. Hello, at History Hunter. Morning. Next one in was Barry. Says hello, Tracy, but didn't say hello to me. Hi, me. Next one in Florida Claymar. Memberships and super chats operational, Danny. Everything looks good. I ran through both to make things. Everything's good. There you go. Even in Florida, they like you. So what's we got next? Ducky. Hello, Ducks. Welcome in. Drummer Boy. And Bridget. And I assume.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
And Gareth.
That's Gareth. Hello.
Good to see you, Gareth.
Good. So you all got a sneak peek at something that I wasn't supposed to share so later on. But anyway.
You got your ladder?
No, the intro.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, well, that's it. You've seen a little sneak peek of what I've been doing in the background.
That's what she said.
The secret reach around.
Yeah. Do you want to share what we just, what you were just spent 15 minutes to an hour fucking around with? You might as well share it. It's hilarious.
Which one? Oh, the Matt one. Yeah.
Yeah. Secret vault.
All right. So yeah. So yeah. No secret. I've been making these dolls. In the background. There's little figurine things, and I've made one of Matt.
After much perseverance, he made one of Matt. It's pretty good, though. If you're on Discord, you've already seen it. But...
I'm just going to work out what it is. Sorry.
I'll show
you. You do? Okay. Oh, excuse me.
Well, no.
Hello, Karina. How are you?
Ready?
Welcome in.
Hello,
Ready?
Snuff check.
Snuff
Doggy check. Fleshlight
Doggy with
check.
cheeseburger and Gallo.
Belaroo check.
Yeah.
And orange camo pants check.
And just for anyone that's thinking it's
And I've
not
lost my
his-
hat. Check.
That's not it. That's his hat. That's his hat. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not
that's the
his
hat he wears. That fluffy hat. Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
when I first looked at it, I thought it's got a Brian May fucking tinge to it. If it didn't have the torture, you'd think it was like a Brian May because of the hair. But it's not hair. It's his hat.
So I think Dux potentially takes the credit for this one, but it made me crack up. So I'm laughing because I fucking hate this guy. I just love that his fucking hoodie says "wanted."
We'll have
That's
to blur out that little instrument there.
with crashed 90s Nissan Skyline. That's funny. Anyway,
Dux.
yeah.
Dux, you don't
I
need to buy Chat GPT. You just need to have multiple accounts. Or ready for it? Or you write in Chat GPT, say, I actually thinking that I'm gonna run out of daily things today, so I might actually go to Grok. And it might be kind to you and give you an extra 5 things.
Yeah, Grok normally grinds to a halt now after you've done like 2 or 3 things with it, and it tells you to pay. When it was unlimited, it was fucking awesome.
Just put another account. Probably sorry.
Wait 24
Anybody?
hours. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, or copy and paste. Yeah, that's it. If you copy and paste the last conversation, it thinks it's continuing from the other one. You just keep critiquing it. Because I did that. So basically I ran out of my daily picture ads, and I just said to it, I said, can you who wants to come up? Who wants to come up, and how do we get them up? We lost Barry. Barry's lost in K-pop.
No, I was trying to put my background. I was trying to find a better background. In fact, I did find a better background because this one's a bit boring.
If you put up,
no, there's a better one than that.
So one bit of feedback to StreamYard, if they happen to listen to us or whatever else they might do, is with the automatic start of intro, it didn't start straight away as it went live. It showed us first. It bleeped us up for a second and then went.
Did it? I never knew because I was fiddling.
Yeah. Intro. Yeah. So.
Good job we weren't up to anything nefarious before we went live. Then really. Backstage reach around.
Well, that's right. You could have been sitting there putting pants on or something.
Well, yeah, it shouldn't do that. I mean, come on, you're fucking paying for it at the end of the day. You know, there's so much they could do with this fucking software if they fucking sorted it out. And instead, if you look at what they've given you, all they've given you is 1080. They haven't really given you any major new features.
No.
It's just
like,
and you're paying £10 a month more.
And they're like,
you were like last year.
Again, if someone's watching from StreamYard,
yeah, because they're likely to watch our live stream.
Well, who knows? You never know, mate. We don't know what they can see. You know what I mean?
True. The CCP.
But like at the end of the day, you don't need to include stuff that people might already have. So I've got what's it called? NVIDIA,
please.
NVIDIA. Okay,
when you say it like that, you sound like a damn fool.
It's $3 on the battleship. No, it's a $3 on the submarine.
It's a submarine.
Just make like a tree and get out of here. It's leave, you idiot.
Get out of my car, old man. Hello, anyone at home?
Speak to me, bro.
Anyway.
What do you think? You must be grandpa for it? Yeah, anyway. We might have watched that movie a bit too much. So yeah, NVIDIA Studio, it does all the things that they want to do. Background suppression, background replacement. People don't need that. They're just trying to be a one-man band. They're just trying to be a one-man band. I'm not
NVIDIA stuff. Who are you talking about now?
No, I'm talking about StreamYard. They're trying to give you extra stuff like noise cancellation.
That was already built into StreamYard. They're not giving you anything new, are they?
No, but they keep mucking around with it.
But then saying that, we'd rather use StreamYard than Restream because Restream is
I'll send the
political.
Send the link out. I'll just see. Usual suspects.
Well, I'm going for a cigarette, so I'll be back in 40 minutes.
All right, very good.
No, I don't smoke. Someone on the stream does.
Well, you can start.
A lot. It's amazing, isn't it, how all these people who go on about how unwell they are, if they change their lifestyle.
Sorry, I should have done this before.
Yeah, you should have. There was a guy raced because you were fucking messing around with Chat GPT. That's why.
I know. No, well, my computer was being slow too, so I think it needs a clean.
Excuse.
Hang on, I'm going through all the people's things. Oh gosh, I'm gonna fix up bloody I'm gonna fix up
Can I? What will happen if I do that? Better. Oh fuck! It's like a fucking supernova. Turn that off.
Supernova. Who is it?
Yeah.
Who's the...
if I turn these blue lights off, it'll probably hang on. Let's sort it out.
Who's that?
Because when I had this background, I've got a weird blue glow on my phone.
Sorry, I'm just.
All right, let's try again. I could just leave it like that, really. Couldn't I?
Oh, it's loud.
I'll leave it without.
I'm trying to send the link out to. You can send it out if you want to.
I wouldn't do that, Dux, unless you want to be brought to the attention of the authorities, quite frankly. Yeah.
I straight away, as soon as you said that, I knew exactly who you were trying to do. May I suggest the over the bonnet one? That'd be quite a funny one.
If he starts trying to do the Hamas Hamas cosplay figurine, then yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, no, I'm sending out Bridget. You're one step ahead of me. I've got to manually type it in because my computer won't let me log into Instagram.
Well, Grok has got a sexy mode in it, hasn't it? I never actually used it myself, but apparently Grok can be quite saucy.
There we are.
I don't find, to be honest with you, I don't find this most of this AI stuff. I was just telling Danny, as much as I'm quite happy to get into arguments with people about Apple versus Windows computers. Apple intelligence is fucking shit. It's fucking rubbish, and you can make stuff with it. It's just not very good.
There is one. There is a AI that is adult. But it's a bit risque because it's on the other side of the net. It's on the dark side. So if you use it, you probably more than likely might end up with something happening to you. So because obviously people who are not very nice people, savory people, are on the other side of the net, so the dark web, so they might actually hack your computer and all that. That's
I can't share that, Liam, but that's hilarious.
I know. Hey, Bridget.
Hey.
Hi, Bridget.
How's the weather in South Wales? Looks nice, blue sky, bit of clouds.
I might post that on
pretty
Discord.
warm.
Let's see.
It's actually overcast.
Yeah. I've been talking to Mike. I don't know if you're outdoors type. He's another guy from South Australia. He's in South Australia. He does mainly railways and all that. He said that it's quite dry there because it's not rain forever.
Yeah, I've been called out for explaining the place is like a desert, but it's not all desert. But you'd be mistaken for thinking it is.
Yeah, up the northern part of your state's desert. not the southern
Yeah.
part.
I live in the northern part. I'm in northern Adelaide, so I'm right on the edge of the Barossa Valley.
Yeah. So that must be actually suffering, because obviously they need a lot of water for the grapevines to make the wine.
Well, we're going into autumn, but yes, a lot of the grapevines look half dead.
Yeah. So basically, it's a winter crop, isn't it? I thought grapes are a winter crop. Maybe.
Oh, I don't know. Like I keep saying on my videos, I'm not a botanist.
I noticed that, and then you're sitting there saying, "Oh, these gum trees," and Julie goes, "I don't think they're all gum trees."
No, they're mallees. They're mallees. It's mallee
Yeah.
scrub.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we learnt about, well, and where I am up here north, it's they've got mallee trees here too.
Yeah, well, they pretty much go, I don't know, other side of the Barossa all the way up to the border. So, from what I've been told.
And
But-
I'm actually going to do a video on this, but we've actually got a coolabah tree near our council chambers.
Yeah, we have a lot of boab trees around here too.
Wow, hey Liam, to me.
Hi, Liam.
Hey, Liam. Sorry, I haven't got my my feed, so I can't see the feed.
Oh, we've got 15 people watching. That's not bad. It's fucking.
Usually I
fucking
have
awesome.
this phone on and my other phone on.
Anyone tried DaVinci 20 on USB on eBay? £300. Hey, Teddy.
We said hello today. Hi, Teddy.
I think
we
I
just
might
read
turn my
Danny.
other phone on.
In other
feel like
words,
I'm being rude.
Teddy's. Right? No. So I haven't tried the 20, but apparently it's really good. But remember, it's still in beta mode. Are you trying to pull faces, Barry?
You noticed. Sometimes I do that when I'll get a bit distracted. I just start pulling faces and see if anyone knows. Yeah. Sorry, Bridget. I owe you an apology because when your videos go live, I'm usually not around. But,
Same here. I mean, you're on the other side of the planet.
I try and catch up with what I can, but there's so much stuff going out on YouTube at the moment. It's just I can't keep up. And I like to sleep. Surprisingly, even though it doesn't fucking seem like it, I do like to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to work, and if you don't sleep, you can't do the job.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes, he's had a pretty challenging week. So.
Yeah, I had a bit of a rough
It's the same
week,
with me. I have sleep apnea, and if I don't get my 5 hours in a night, I lose my license.
5 hours.
I was going to ask you that, but don't say that public if you don't wish to. But how do they police that? Is there a monitor on your CPAP machine
you have
or something?
to see you have to. Well, what they do, your machine has a card in it, a memory card, and it records everything that's going on. Your apnea, how long you've been sleeping. They take that card out as well, and they do blood gases, and they do oxygen levels and stuff, and they do also even walk testing to try and basically take your license off you. So you've got to declare it on your license, so you're insured, and then you've got to go and see it's a general physician, so they look after your heart and lung stuff, and they've got to clear you every 12 months, or you can't drive.
Wow. Okay. So do you don't have is it called narcolepsy? Is it the one where you fall asleep?
No, I have sleep apnea, which means that
narcolepsy.
No, I have sleep apnea. There's two kinds of sleep apnea. I have both of them. The one with the flap that closes in your throat and it won't allow the flap that lets the food go through. It also closes oxygen off to the lungs and stuff. And I also have the one where I have apneas, and after about 40 minutes, I stop breathing. My brain gives up as well. So there's two kinds of sleep apnea, and I have them both.
Well, when I go to work, my brain also gives up, but that's not sleep apnea. It's just a lack of interest.
Yeah. Well,
right, I'm going to make a coffee, so I'll be back. Apologies.
To explain that, you need to be on a VPAP, not a CPAP. A CPAP is constant airway therapy, where VPAP is variable or BiPAP, which is basically the next best thing to an eye and lung while you're asleep.
Wow, my son's got a CPAP. He's got a CPAP machine.
Constant.
Because
that's one level.
Yeah, because my brother's quite big to me. He's a more solid boy than me, even though he's 2 years younger
Yep.
than me. So he takes medication which causes that weight. Obviously I won't go into details, but obviously he's got a few things chemically wrong. So he takes
Yep.
medication,
Yep.
and when he goes to bed at night, he takes some really strong medications that make him go to sleep. Unfortunately, the byproduct of those medications is it makes your breathing so shallow. So
Yeah. Well, to clarify, you don't need to be obese to have
No,
sleep apnea.
no,
The condition
correct.
is a narrowing of the airways and some. I don't know what the one with the brain. It's not brain injury, although I've had a brain injury because I've ridden a lot of motorbikes and a lot of push bikes, and I've come off headfirst into the concrete a few times. But yes, I do have some brain injury. It goes with the par with riding bikes.
Yeah, I was going to say
Sleep apnea is not related to obesity, and I don't know what it's more of an airway thing or a brain thing. So that helps. And that answers your question.
Yeah, no. It's interesting to know. Like, I'm always open to learning about new things.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because Teddy's on a CPAP machine too. So
Yeah, so you've got one air pressure. I've got two. So because I can't breathe, I actually, like I said, my brain forgets to breathe. So if you're on a CPAP, it means that you'll take a breath in. Your brain is actually working while you're asleep. With me, my brain doesn't work while I'm asleep, so it doesn't tell my lungs to breathe.
sorry, I'm laughing at something else. Sorry, not you. Sorry, pardon me. What's just been put on.
Yeah, I'm looking at sleep is often hereditary and can affect you in any age. Yes, you can get sleep apnea when you're, as far as I know, from born.
There you go. Teddy says his pressure level 7.
I'm up around. Mine are around 12s and 15s and 17s.
Wow.
So
I assume the higher the level, the more oxygen goes in.
And the more pressure you need to put on the mask to hold it down, so you end up with sores on your face. So a lot of people think you're into BDSM and got something on in your face or something because you've got scarring and stuff and lines across your face all the time. But no, it's from the mask you have to wear. And currently, you can't sleep machines. You can hire through your through hospitals and stuff, but they're still $4,000. They used to be $15,000 sleep machine.
Oh, really?
Because a lot of people are complaining about what the government doesn't pay for, and sleep apnea is not really one of them. Depends on where you're at.
I just saw you put up Discord, Barry.
We saw it, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious.
There's
not enough
someone in the background there.
Not enough sweats.
Yeah, that's it. I thought that. Yeah, really, his arms need to be up like that behind his head, and he's missing the McDonald's, isn't he? Fat cunt. Sorry, pardon my language. Yeah.
H.265 is better, isn't it? I thought H.265 was better than H.265.
265, yeah, is the upgraded. It's the current standard, isn't it? 265.
I put everything at H.265.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, the codec. So when you're coding video in DaVinci, you can choose from H.264 or H.265. H.264 is more like it's more accepted over more places. H.265.
You're talking about PC software, aren't you?
Yeah, well, you're a Mac, aren't you? Yeah.
No.
No, you're not.
I use
Oh,
No, I use Android. I produce my whole channel with my phone.
Do you
Yeah, well,
really? Really?
yeah, well,
Edit everything. I use
You must have amazing
InShot.
eyesight. I don't fucking see my phone after that. I'm like,
Yeah, well, the screen's tiny. That's why I've got to get Julie to go through and proof my spelling because yeah, you need a magnifying glass.
yeah, Duck, send me a link. Send me a link because I haven't seen the link. I looked on the Bay. It's not there.
But yeah, if you're on the run, give InShots a go. It's actually a pretty good engine for producing video.
yeah, I've seen. I've never tried it. I've seen people use it before.
Well,
That was
pretty much
one of the
the
things
same.
Fighters did, wasn't it? He managed to do all of his videos on a phone. I think Matt was saying, telling people. More.
I'm not too sure if they're still done on his phone now. I don't think. I don't know. I assume he has someone. He's big enough now that he could actually hire.
Well, he won't have
someone.
bought his own computer. He'll have asked his fucking supporters to pay for it. I'm sure. Yeah.
Well,
Or he'll have
got
come out with a
3 computers, Barry.
new range of merchandise to pay for it.
We've got 3 computers. I just find it easier to use my phone.
Do you? Well, some things you can do with your phone because obviously you can, you know, you've got the footage on your phone usually, haven't you? So,
Yeah. I do even the editing of the photographs. You can drop photographs in your video.
Thanks,
You
man.
can do a lot
Thanks,
with your
Lance.
phone. It just depends on the app you're using.
Dinkum's just posted a fucking photo of that guy on Discord. Somebody should definitely use that photo to do a figure. That's funny. You've heard of the taste of disappointment, Dinkum? That's the image of disappointment. That's hilarious. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
InShots.
was Liam saying that he's agreeing
InShot.
that it's InShots is good. That's what I use. You can buy it outright or pay for it yearly, but I should be advertising it, shouldn't I? But you see my videos.
I've heard. Yeah, they are. Hey, Space Coast Scratchy. Who are you?
How you doing?
Ted, what's it say? Ted over there playing Bologna toss.
Bologna.
Bologna. What's Bologna toss?
Bologna. It's a town in Italy.
Oh.
I don't know what tossing Bologna is though.
Oh, tossing the bologna.
Is it a game? Is it like Baccarat or something?
Oh, maybe.
He's over there in a tuxedo playing Baccarat with all of his fucking friends in Geneva, Switzerland.
Yeah, and it's quite crucial to keep the good 10-bit color for the underground stuff. Yeah, it is. Like I've also learnt. Sorry, we're talking tech talk. Sorry, we'll lose Barry in a second.
A second.
Well, Barry, you've got a nice machine. Does it do good video?
I haven't really put it to the test yet. I actually invested, kind of a Danny suggestion, really. I actually invested in one of these DJI gimbals for my smartphone.
They're brilliant.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, so I am quite reasonably impressed with it. I'm still figuring out.
Here's the trick I'll give you with using them, because I've used now that a gimbal. I got a 4. I've been using it for a while now, and occasionally it will lose connection or Bluetooth with your phone, and you can't zoom or anything. So when you're doing footage and you can't zoom, it means that your Bluetooth is not connected to your phone.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind.
It'll still work. It just you can't do any of the functions on the button.
Right. I haven't actually tried it out in the field in anger yet, but
don't throw it. It's too expensive. Costs too much
yeah,
money.
no, I've done a couple of live streams when I've been out and about in the centre of London, and the footage is not very good. And in fact, the signal in central London is not that great. But having a gimbal,
to do with your phone rather than gimbal.
Yeah, well, yeah, this will make a difference for sure. But the only problem is you risk having your phone stolen, don't you? If you walk around with your phone on the end of a stick, basically a magnetic stick, and someone's going to fucking
quite good on the DJI gimbal.
It's very good, Bridget. Yeah, I'm quite impressed. Why is it not working? Hello. And this is where I'm having problems. It's not working. Look at that. It's not working.
You've got to center it. Do you want another tip as well? Or you want another tip I can give you with working with the gimbal?
Go on.
Well, get yourself a dish sponge, cut it down the center of it, and wrap it around your phone's microphone. It'll diffuse the wind noise to some degree.
Right.
It doesn't knock it all out.
Okay. I'll try that.
Get creative.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think you need to use the DJI app.
Well, see,
Yeah,
It's
you
having
use the
say-
DJI app.
no, it's having a spaz
Very
moment.
cool.
I need to read the instructions, really, don't I?
You've got
So
to install the
basically-
DJI app. There's a link. For
Yeah,
it.
I've installed it. Yeah, I've used it before, like as a trial, but I haven't actually filmed anything with it.
So this is my DJI mic. It's got a little fluffy.
They
thing.
come with the
call it
creators
Dead
pack
Cat.
when you get the Pocket 3.
Pocket 2 as well. Yeah, or Pocket 2. Yeah.
Yeah, you got the 2,
Creators
but it didn't
combo.
come with that. You bought that separately, didn't you?
No, came with it. Creators combo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it came. Yeah, I got the creators combo. Came with the mic, the case.
Yeah.
Something else. And
Batteries.
DJI refresh. Yeah, batteries and DJI refresh. And they
Yeah.
that's called I don't even have my thing around me because I was supposed to go do something this morning, which I didn't do. But
I got my heart set on the Pocket 3.
me too. I did look at that, but then
They're about $1,100 here.
Oh, excuse me.
Those if you don't offset the mount. Offset the mount.
Offset mount. I was talking to Barry. If you don't put
Oh, I
the
don't listen to
camera
anything
on
Doug's I don't listen to anything
Yeah,
Doug says when he goes into
the-
technical support
the-
mode. I
the
just read
gimbal
the
wins if
instruction
you don't
manual.
set the mount properly on it.
Yeah, no, I know that
Doesn't
there
work
is.
properly.
I need to use the app, and then yeah, I know what I need to do.
Maybe calibrate.
It'll work without the app. It just won't have any of the functions.
No, but you can do the tracking and stuff with the app, can't you? So it's quite useful. I want to use it when I've just started.
And the
I
zooming,
just
and you
started.
can take photos.
I haven't even been
and-
out running yet. I was. My intention is to post some of my runs when I start running.
Yeah,
I
well,
keep making excuses, don't I, Danny, to not go out.
Barry,
Oh, it's too
I'll
cold.
watch
Oh,
your
it's
videos.
can't go out. It's raining. Any excuse.
Dude, I'll watch your videos. Everyone.
Uh,
I love dash cam. I like body cam videos. They're all cool. You get to see a bit of the UK if you do that.
I've just been talking about changing up some of the content because I keep saying I don't really take YouTube as seriously as most people here, and I don't mean that came out very disparaging. I don't mean it in a bad way, but yeah, my channel is mainly live streams. But
Yeah, I know.
yeah, anything you
You'd be
can make just.
surprised.
Yeah, well, I've discovered this, Bridget. You know, people want to find out where you live and dox you. Yeah.
Oh, what are they going to do then? If you want to see where I live, my backyard's a cesspool full of ducks. Big deal.
That's interesting because
You know
my
what I
chat
mean?
sometimes is a cesspool.
Yeah. Look, you want me to flip the camera around and show you my ducks live? There you go.
Yeah, we've discussed that, Dux. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. We discussed, didn't we, getting a chest mount for the camera? Because I have a GoPro, and that's actually quite a reasonable suggestion to have a
And I will soon have one too.
chest mount. It's,
They have
I
those
don't
I don't like the
body-worn
chest
cameras
mount
that police use.
because
They're
it
good.
looks like bondage gear. I don't fancy running. You know, I've
But
not gone down the road of buying Lycra, but I have bought a load of running gear. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna.
That's something we don't need
I'm
to
gonna.
see.
I'm gonna be a
Barry.
Lycra. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna be a
okay.
Lycra wanker. Yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine a chest mount. All of a sudden, you just
It
Sorry,
goes down.
it's
Oh,
yeah, it goes down and sees your jibbly jobblies bouncing
Yeah, exactly.
around.
exactly.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No
Oh, he's
thanks.
quite well endowed, isn't he?
Oh,
You know when you're jogging, you're supposed to pervert everyone else.
yeah, that's it. But
Depends who you're
But
jogging
we-
with, Bridget. They're most of them are fat around here. You don't put.
but di-
You never
But
know.
Dinkum-
It's horses for courses. You know, I've been told in the past. I used to be live a long time ago. I've had a channel before, and some people are into
Deduction
fatter
cam.
people.
I've actually seen
Well,
someone
I am a
on
tit.
YouTube. I've seen on YouTube, and they sat and is like talking to the person. He goes, "What mount are you using?" And it turns around the camera and it's got it in between a breast. The camera held in between the breast, holding up.
And And
That's what she's walking around. That's
it.
But what you weren't seeing her breast, but it was held in between her breasts, and it was looking out straight, and it was a perfect angle because obviously it's chest mount. And,
I've seen videos made like that before, but not on YouTube.
Okay.
It was an entirely different website. Something.
I think a lot of people get worried about when they're doing videos that people find out where you are, Barry. And I've been on the internet for a long time, even before I used to be a gamer 24/7. And the reality is, someone really wants to come and find you. That's
well,
my thoughts.
I unfortunately I've had somebody.
All right.
I'm not going to go into
You've
the
had
detail
somebody
of it,
track
but
you down.
it's a power trip, isn't it? They want to have power over you by telling you roughly where you live. But I said to the person, turn up. Because if you do and I spot you, I'll be coming out with a fucking sledgehammer in my hand.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, you can use IP track. It's not illegal as long as you don't use it in a public place on a laptop. But you can find anyone on the internet with IP track.
No, I just thought it was very weird that the person was upset because they're the leader, one of the ringleaders of a cabal of very strange people on YouTube who seek to bully, manipulate, and control others.
Yep.
And
As you must understand,
they tried infiltrating our channels, and we weren't having it. And when we finally purged them from our YouTube lives, one of them particularly kicked off. And in a live stream, he came up and he said, "Oh, you live here," and he named a place which is nearby, but it's not really where I live, but it is nearby. And I thought, one, that was a very strange thing to do.
Yeah,
very weird. But that person is a weirdo, so that's probably why. But I'll call you bluff, mate. Turn up. Because if I spot you around here, you'd be in trouble, mate.
It's just not worth it.
Don't worry about it. I don't worry about these people.
Yeah. I had somebody do the same thing to me, and they're like, "Oh, you don't live in Australia, you live in America. I know where you are." And I said, "Well, if you know where you are, come on down. I'll be the what's the name at the top of the
come
top
on
of the stairs with a baseball bat."
No offense, Bridget, but I'd like to see that video. If you ever get into a scrap like, I'd like to watch it.
Yeah, look, I can defend myself. I mean, you probably have you seen me? I'm not a little person.
No, don't worry. I was just kidding. No, I just like I said, it's to me it's very strange, but when you sort of dig into it, it's all about power. And these people think that if they know where you live and they go around telling everybody, then they somehow have power over you. But you have no power or control over me. I'll do what I like, mate. And if I spot you, you better be prepared for a fucking scrap, because I don't give up easily.
Well, that's it, Dux. That's it. You just drag them into your house and say they.
No, the point I'm trying to make is I don't go out looking for trouble, but if trouble wants to come to me, then I'll have some. You want some? I'll have some.
Well, it's not really trespassing in your house until you actually ask them to leave. Anyway,
imagine that. If they dox Gareth, he'll sit there. See in about
chuck him in a hole.
See in about 20 years when someone on the next video.
Yeah, the next time.
Of a dick.
That's right. Yeah. Next time anyone sees you, you'll be a fucking skeleton. Yeah.
But anyway, Barry, bullying people online and abuse is never good.
No,
it's not what we should be doing. And
100%.
You know, we shouldn't support those that want to be like that.
It's all good. We've got a good core group of people. You know,
Hello.
We have little moments between.
Good morning.
Hi, Laura. Yeah, but basically it's all good.
Oh, I can hear Laura's voice. There she is.
Yeah.
Hey, Laura.
Bridget.
Laura's.
I've just missed you. You been okay?
Just not. No, that's a whole different story.
Yeah. Laura's.
And you loved.
Yeah. Laura's here. That's it.
Laura's Laura.
Laura, she's wrapped in plastic. No, do you remember that one?
Oh God,
Laura Palmer. Did you get that at school? Did you get Laura Palmer at school? No, probably not, because you would have been out of school then.
How old do you think I am? I'm older than you.
No, I'm saying Laura. I'm just thinking you would have been in high school when that show came out.
Don't recognise the name.
Laura Palmer.
Laura Palmer out of Twin Peaks.
Oh God, I never watched that shit.
No, but
Shit.
other people.
Fuck off. Twin Peaks is fucking awesome. Never seen it.
Hey, did you see my?
I've
Did
never
you see
seen
my?
it.
Did you see my Matt doll? Did you think it looked like Matt?
The last thing I said and we spoke about was me shouting lots of rude words at the top of my voice while taking a slow worm outside, Danny. I haven't had.
Oh
anything
yes, saw that.
else.
I'll send it to you now on WhatsApp.
Sorry, not sorry.
No, hey, I said
I had 3 of those little things today. And they
they're
were
only
not
night
little.
crawlers. They're all right.
Oof.
They're not snakes. So...
Cat.
I don't want anything to do with something that's called a night crawler. Fuck that. Who do you think I am, Jackie Green? Fucking hate creepy crawlies, mate.
Just yuck. I was
There you
washing
go.
up
I
and I
just
turned
sent
round and the little
on
bugger was
WhatsApp.
sat on the step with one in his mouth. I was like, I don't think so. Out.
Yeah.
Not having that in my house.
That's the thing about
today,
you.
thank
That's the
you.
thing. I always worry about that with you guys and cats. Cats like to bring dead things in, don't they? Whether
Oh,
it's
it
a
wasn't
bird,
dead. It was a
bird or
very,
rat or
very
something.
alive slow worm, and it was
Fuck
huge.
that. Fuck that.
He's obviously found a new nest, and he's having great fun. And I'm like, ugh, ugh, go away, go away.
Yeah, you get a dog, it like fucking nick your sock and run around. Take your sock off. Yeah, but,
Yeah, chew you £200 trainers. No thanks. I'd have a heart attack.
yeah, not my wang sock. It's just a different sock.
You'd have
Anyway,
to part it from you, Barry, first.
yeah, that would take some skin off, wouldn't it? So I haven't spoken to you for a while. What have you been up to, Laura? That you want to share on YouTube?
I can't really say.
Right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Just,
I had somebody try and throw themselves under a train on Monday.
oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was not good. Still, we stopped them from dying, so that was quite good. My manager sent me a nice email. Yeah, that's why you don't work for London Underground. Yeah, had to push the cunt. Yeah, brilliant.
Sorry, what was that? You want to die? Okay. Bye.
It was actually the boyfriend actually.
Yeah, no, I don't mind if they die. Just I'd rather do it when I'm not on duty.
Well, don't do it at all.
Very
Not in front of a
sad.
bloody train driver. It's just
Well,
wrong.
yeah, and
I'm gonna. My manager sent me a very nice email, so I'll read it to you, but I'll just be brief. Hi Barry, just wanted to take a moment to commend you for your work on Monday with the attempted person under a train. It was a challenging incident to handle in any situation, but the strength of your operational knowledge and your professionalism was demonstrated in how quickly and effectively this incident was resolved. More importantly, you dealt with your staff really well, and from what they told me after the incident, it was clear that you really did a good job in communicating and supporting them. I really appreciated it, and I wanted to be clear that your staff were really glad that it was you on duty on that day. And thank you for holding a debrief with them when the incident was over. You did a great job here. So that's quite nice, isn't it?
He sends you an Easter present.
No money, no vouchers.
How rude.
Nothing.
Do you know what?
But
Knobhead
it's still a
has
nice
had,
email.
in the last 2 weeks, 4 different gifts from his big boss because he's doing so much work. And I'm like, what's going on? Are you bumming him? Can you just leave me?
what the hell?
What happens if he turns out he is bumming him?
Fucking great. I don't mind.
Hey, well,
Get him out of my fucking face.
just for clarity, I'm not bumming my boss. Just to clear that up, yeah, for the internet.
Yeah.
Awesome grounds for divorce.
So yeah, I had a bit of a rough week at work, but I've had a couple. Well, I'm off. I was off yesterday, Thursday. I'm off today, and then we have 420 this weekend, which is the great big. Do you guys get that in Australia? 420,
What?
where everyone turns up in a park or a public square and tries to smoke.
If
cannabis.
they do, I don't know.
It gets bigger and bigger every year. Like last year, I think there was a
I
few
think-
thousand people that turned up. And
I don't know,
I know
like-
I'm going to have a busy day.
I'm not part of the community, so I wouldn't know. No.
Well, no, but the
What is
police
it?
tend to turn up and start arresting. people.
420 is a term.
It's national.
used-
It's a day of
marijuana.
marijuana smoking in public
Yeah.
to protest at the laws.
So 420 because it's the 20th of the 4th, which is 420 in America because they put the month first and the date.
Yeah.
And 420 is
It's
a
'cause they're
slang
weird.
term. It's a slang term for yeah.
Dinkum says every day is 420 day in South Australia.
Well, yes, my mate's currently got a stash of 420. He goes, "Do you want some?" I went, "No, thanks." I
Well,
get tested. I get tested for that.
Bertie.
it's not legal. How do I explain? It's not. It's they call again. It's decriminalized, but it's not
Yeah,
legal.
decriminalised. So you don't. Yeah, you still get in trouble, but you don't get a court conviction.
No, but if you've got a small
get a
amount, you won't
fine
get in
and everything.
trouble. But if you
Yeah,
if
you
you
get a
fucking
fine, but no
supplying
no.
it, then yeah, you're going to get banged up.
But you're allowed to have a certain amount for criminal, and believe it or not, where it's actually legal in Australia, completely 100%, Canberra.
Yeah, but I always think people who turn up to this 420, they think they can get away with it because it's the numbers. So if there's a few thousand people, then
Well,
they
they
go on the
will.
principle that the police can't arrest everybody, which is obviously true. But if you turn up and smoke weed in front of the police, then you still risk being arrested, don't you? So to my mind, it's just fucking stupid. People who turn up and smoke weed in front of the police are dumb as fuck. You know? By all means, smoke it, but do it in your fucking own home. Yeah.
You're
Actually,
gonna get
leave to the
demonetized
chat.
Too
this
high to
conversation.
care.
Well, it's
Is,
just fucking teenagers, isn't it? That's the problem. It's teenagers.
Has anybody heard from Joe? Has anyone heard after Joe? After
It was.
he had
It was. He
On
was
last night.
live. He's been
Oh.
live for like the last 3 days.
No, but after he's sing.
Trolleyed, but he was live. Yeah.
No, but after he's
Non-stop.
up the bum camera thing.
Has he had it?
Was it? Oh, then no, that's next week.
I don't know which day he was having it.
24th. That's right. Sorry,
He was
pardon me,
doing,
not
wasn't he?
this week, yeah.
Wasn't he being double-ended? He was going that way.
24th, next Thursday. Next Thursday, not this. I thought. Sorry, I got confused.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I catch some of Joe's lives, but unfortunately he's on the other side of the planet too, and I miss his lives as well.
Well, you haven't missed much.
Did you say off the planet?
He's
or
he's
the
kind
other
of
side
missing
the
for
Other
planet?
side
2/3
of
of his
the
live streams.
Ah,
Yeah.
because I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah. He wants you to come
Well,
up so they can disappear and leave you in charge while he goes.
Oh,
for a
was he? He
cigarette
was on Jackie's. There you go.
for
Okay.
40 minutes. Yeah, he was in
Yeah,
the
so
chat.
yeah, so yeah, sorry. Yeah, it wasn't. I getting confused. It's next week. He's going to go for the colonoscopy next Thursday. Yeah.
Well, no enjoy.
Enjoy.
He will.
Easy peasy stuff.
Yeah, he'll have
Oh
a-
yeah.
He'll have a whale of a time.
Well, as I said, the colonoscopy is the easy part of it. It's the prep that's the
It's
horrible
afterwards.
bit of it. No, it's when you sit there and feel like you're giving birth to nothing.
Yeah, but he's
You
already
can't
told
go.
the internet multiple times that he's going to have a couple of cans before he fucking goes. I don't think
Oh,
so.
no, don't do it.
No,
I
I
don't
said,
think so
don't do
at
that,
all.
mate. Don't do that. You might bleed, and if you bleed, you're
He's a bloody fool, isn't he?
because if they take a snippet out of his bowel, which they can do, the sample, he'll bleed a lot.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, God's sake.
Same as
Paul.
a guy that we know that hangs around work. He goes, I can't stop the bleeding after you got an extraction. I said, what did you do before? And he said, I went to the pub to freaking. So I was nervous. Yeah, and it thins your blood. It obviously thins your blood and increase your blood pressure and basically.
Ooh, I've got
And it
that next
affects the
month.
anaesthetic, the painkillers, everything.
I thought booze slows your blood pressure down. doesn't it?
No, it increases your blood pressure.
Does it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Because it's a
Yeah, but
depressant.
if he's not going to drink the day, but if he's not going to have any alcohol in his system, he's like need a week to dry
Good
out.
one, Deacon. Good one. Someone's gonna do a dinkum doll. A kangaroo.
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh
just
no!
be-
If you're going
just
to
be
do
a
a
roo,
Dinkum
wouldn't
doll,
it?
you have to have. He has to have a Jane doll.
Think
next
I've
to him.
never seen your face on it.
yeah.
Hey? What'd you say?
Somebody, was it you, Doug's posted in my Discord earlier? The let me just go through them and remind myself. Fuck. The Sam Smith doll is pretty good. Oh, that was it. Yeah, the Madeline McCann doll. It's just an empty.
Hey Barry, can you share Mr. Succulent Man one? That's happening.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. So,
Have a look at this, Laura. This is I did not create this one. Someone else did.
hang on, I'll have to find it now.
I created the Matt one. I
Okay.
created the Dan one. And the Barry one. I did the Barry one. I'm gonna send that to Laura too. She'll offer that one too.
There we go. Here we go. Succulent Chinese meal guy coming up. I love it. They've even got the credit card there. You know.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah, it's fucking funny, man. Succulent Chinese meal guy.
It's a shame you can't really buy them, isn't it?
You can get them made up. There's actually people.
Yeah,
on
Matt
there
was
saying
talking
they
about
want
getting them printed. Yeah, you can get them made up on a CAD
it.
package. Yeah, you can do it. But, I don't know. I'm not that invested in it, to be honest. It's good for a laugh, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it for me too. But who did one? Who did one? Kernel, Mark from Kernel. He did one of his. No, Ray. It was Ray. Ray. He did one, and it was a statue. It was a statue one of him. Yeah.
Yeah, my one of my favourites is this. It was shown on it earlier on Matt's. But,
Oh yeah, the Nun starter pack.
yeah. Yeah.
A pocket full of
good.
nonsense. How lovely.
Yeah.
Well, fair play.
Double Harris and glitter, all in one multi-pack.
You know what? Someone's got to do Epstein Island. Yeah.
And at the
Epstein
bottom
Island.
it says suitable for
Fucking hell.
age 6 and under.
That's a lot of dolls.
Yeah, someone needs to work on making a taffy one. So get on it, guys.
Blech.
Mate, you know what's really funny?
Needs a massive
We
overbite.
We went through the little archives. We saw a very young Laura in some of those videos, and a very young Brady too. Remember the video? Yeah, don't worry.
Hey, Laura.
I'd rather not be reminded of it if you don't
Yeah, I
mind.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're in the front of the car, and just the way you talk, it's like, hang on.
Oh,
looking
yeah,
at
I
you.
remember now.
You're talking exactly like you do now, but you look nothing like you do now.
Laura, I had one of those blue Pepsis the other day. Oh, it's like
kerosene.
mouthwash.
Kerosene.
It's like drinking mouthwash.
Oh, the Pepsi. Do you know what? It's okay as long as it's cold. If it's not cold, then don't bother because it tastes really weird.
I thought I was drinking Listerine.
Very strange.
How do I share?
I'm having my one Dr. Pepper for today, which is really tomorrow. But hey,
Oh, no, what do I do that for?
I fucking love Dr. Pepper.
oh, it's the cherry one.
Thing is, it's got so much sugar in that when I finish drinking it, I go fucking nuts for half an hour.
I don't buy
You have to calm down.
zero sugar.
Yeah, the sugar-free ones are good. I must be honest. I don't drink fizzy drinks very often these days. I'm on my health kick now. In
Well,
fact,
you get
I'll
that
probably
one.
go out running later. It's only 3 a.m.
Who are you chasing?
Chasing dreams, Laura. That's what I'm chasing. Dreams and fantasies. And a couple of Korean birds. Cheerleaders.
You'd be running forever.
Only
Barry.
joking. Yeah. I think I am Gary Glue.
Ew.
You want to be part of my gang? No, I
was gonna
don't want to be
say,
part of your gang.
he's gonna-
Piss off.
They'd be running around going, do you want to be in my
Yeah.
gang, my gang, my gang?
Yeah, when he says gang, he's not talking about a club. He's talking about, yeah. Anyway, moving on.
It's a special gang of grapes.
Yeah.
Grapes?
Bunch of grapes.
Who else are we getting up, Danny? We can get Tam
I
up.
don't,
can't
well,
we?
I've invited Teddy.
Teddy's gone.
Yeah, I invited Teddy. Well, he said
Isn't he on didn't he say he's on someone else's
Pansy,
live?
stop it.
I don't know. Invited Teddy, Kel, whoever else wants to come up. Gareth or Dinkum, you want to come up? I can get links to
Crazy
those
John?
people.
If he's around.
Crazy John, if he's around.
Or Frankie, if he's awake. I'm sure he will be after last night. I went to bed, I had 3 hours sleep, woke up, still live.
But this is, well, I think we've already seen, everyone's seen your one, but here it is again.
Oh, you've seen my one.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
God.
it's all kicking off.
Yeah. I like that you got the twice CDs, but yeah,
That's
I think you
that's Barry's.
need to have a better go at it.
I'm doing one for Laura too. I'm just
He needs
Is that-
blonder hair.
I was
It's
going to
too
say,
dark.
yeah, is that my hair colour? That's kind of
No, it needs
Oh.
to be
the
blonder.
ginger in that one, Danny. I like the limoncello.
Well,
That's
well,
nice.
the very first one, the very first one that was done was
You have to give me the John Lennon guitar, the Epiphone, the Casino.
the very first one I created was this one.
I don't know. I think Matt's was pretty good. The best one is Adrian by a country mile. That's the best one so far.
With sheep.
Yeah.
It's got to be the
Have you
special
seen it,
black
Laura? It's
sheep.
fucking hilarious. It's really good. But I think Adrian is a bit like, don't show that. But we ignored him and showed it. Anyway.
It's funny. It's all good humor.
Yeah, but Adrian, yeah.
I've
He's a
seen nothing
sensitive
on
man.
Discord. I haven't logged into Discord for nearly a year and a half.
Here we are, Laura. This is Adrian's figure.
Can't be asked.
It's got
His
a
dressing gown.
microwave, a
See,
sheep, and a bottle of
he
Merlot.
should be in his dressing gown, not pajamas. And the sheep's the
Yeah.
wrong colour. They're black, and they've got horns just to point reality out.
That was the first.
Yeah,
That was the
I
first
agree.
one I
That's
created.
the first
Adrian's got the horn.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't
look at the figure though. It's fucking awesome.
That's actually
Looks like a-
scary.
looks-
Like
looks like a-
weird.
It's really good.
Looks like a
Barnyard.
mafioso. Looks like a-
It's good though.
Do you want to sleep with the fishies?
Oh, yeah. I know who it is. Yeah, straight away. Hey, Teddy, just for you, Teddy. I can boogie, woogie, 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 woogie.
You heard him? You heard him doing that?
I'm not on him, but yeah.
Did you mess with him? And he did that too, right? You heard him?
I've heard him do it.
Strange.
But you heard him and you saw him jump up and he goes, I can boogie woogie. And he was swinging his hips. You saw that?
Yeah.
You saw him
Yeah,
do
he's
it, right? When he jumped up and he started shaking, he goes, I can boogie woogie.
Yeah, because they were going boogie, 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 boogie.
You heard him do it, right? You heard him and he jumped up.
I've heard him do it before, but not today. I'm not watching now. I'm on my own live stream.
Yeah, he did it for the Ducks and who else was over there? Spike, I think, or something. Ducks, and somebody was over there.
Dodgy
Yeah,
Spike, yeah.
Yeah, Dodgy Spike. Yeah, he was over there too.
Who's this? You're giving the Korean guy shit again, were you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
give the Korean guy some shit, but yeah, he is funny. Yeah, he's in his 20s, I think.
Yeah,
Maybe
no, he's cool. He was saying hello to us all when I was over there. Fucking good guy.
I love trolling that guy a little bit, just teasing him a little bit. Yeah.
He went, hello, and then he went, he started drumming straight away.
I want to decipher what he's been saying to us. Like, what's he been saying?
You can put subtitles up.
I don't know. That's my Korean cheerleader.
Yeah, I want to know what he's been yelling at.
Oh, sorry. I mean, I don't know.
I do know he asked if we were friends or enemies or something like that, and then I gave it to him in Korean. I told him we were friends, and we're just joking with him.
Oh, there you go. I'll
This
show
guy's
you.
funny as hell. Yeah, it's a funny guy though.
And I made this one. I made this
He's a good
one.
little drummer too. He's a pretty good drummer.
This is the one I made for Daniel Laura.
He looks like he's about like 20. He looks like he's like 16, 18.
It's not him. That's somebody else's doll. That doesn't look like Daniel.
Looks like his fucking wank rag, though.
Looks like the neighbor that peeps through your windows when you take a shower.
Spillage on R4.
No, that's the grotty old man down the road who can no longer walk, thank God.
Where are you? Someone's gonna do the "Where are you" guy.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
With the gas bottle and
With
the
the gas
gate.
bottle, yeah, and the gate. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
and the Sustromi. Someone's got the Sustromi.
Well, with the
guys
lampshade, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be funny, man. Yeah. I'd laugh.
Did I show them? I showed them that one. I sent.
Look at Danny. He's got his super chats up and he's got his memberships up.
Yeah, I got memberships now. Yeah, that's right. I got memberships.
Yeah, I tested it to make sure everything worked and yeah, everything went through perfect. You know, like everything.
Oh, yeah, Lord.
You've only got Tracy in your chat who's green,
I
unfortunately.
ain't got any money, mate.
Don't need money.
Sorry.
You know me. I cover you. I got your back.
You made me pay, you fucking tight bastard.
Occasionally,
You're not Laura. You're not Laura.
I haven't got breasts like Laura.
White lady privilege.
Yeah,
You want
exactly.
it sag down to your fucking knees. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
So's Barry's, but anyway.
Yeah. Well, it sags down to my knees, but it's not what it is.
Ew, if they're that, if they're sagging like that, then you might want to consider some Botox or something.
Or a wheelbarrow. Yeah.
Did you eat a
Somehow-
soggy sayo, Parry? Is a soggy sayo?
Leave me alone. you
I somehow
bloody-
doubt they're that
Oh,
big. Not with
Oh
the
no,
way
you
wank.
said the word. Oh no, we're going to get in trouble now.
I'm
You
reporting you to
bully.
YouTube.
You bully.
I've had a sense of humour failure, and now I'm going to report you to YouTube.
You know what? Dad used to say to me that what was the name?
You've knocked my confidence, Danny, and I can no longer come up on panels anymore.
Yeah, you can. Oh god,
Who?
no one's. No, don't.
I wasn't referring to me.
Ah.
Anyway, it's just a joke. Calm down. Calm
Yeah,
down.
Jeff said he tried to mess with the
I don't
Korean
wanna
guy
know.
today, but he wouldn't go for it today.
I think I became a member.
What you should do is you
of
should just
Korean.
buy a drum kit and fucking go on there and go, oh, I'm better than you.
Yeah, sometimes he don't fall for it. He's not in the mood to joke around.
Is he a serious Korean drummer? Is he?
Yeah, well, he is. He's obviously he obviously thinks he is. I guess.
Well, yeah, to be fair, we tried to do that with you, Teddy. We came in to ruin your live stream when we were pissed. Well, to be fair to Danny, I was pissed.
Barry
No, we
was
didn't. No, we
pissed,
didn't come in to
not
spoil
me.
it. No, we came in to mess with Joe. That's what we did.
All right. Well, Laura, will you agree this one looks better then?
Yeah, Barry called me yesterday when I was playing porn in the background. Yep.
Whoa.
All the
You see
moaning. Yeah, I had all the moaning going in the background.
He's too fat.
I know, but you can't. It's a doll. It's supposed to be like a
Calm
little
down,
bit funny.
Laura. God, it's
I
a
reckon mine got
caricature.
blue hair.
Look, he's got his snuff. He's got his fleshlight.
That's pretty good.
I was going to say
flashlight
that
is
ain't no
awesome,
fucking no light.
Yeah, that
He's
flashlight.
got his little angel with the cheeseburger. His UFO t-shirt, his camo pants, and his
Gallery,
Gallery.
Yeah, but out of all the ones I've seen so
And his
far,
hat. Look,
kind
his
of
hat,
does
his
look
own light. There's his own light and his hat.
did you WhatsApp it to him, Danny?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, he must have gone to bed because I
He'll
think
appreciate it. Yeah, he'll laugh in the morning,
Yeah, he'll get back to me. Yeah.
or he'll block you, one or the other.
No, mate. Some of the stuff he sends me.
Some of the stuff he shows on his own live streams.
He just said, I remember that time. I remember that thing. He rang me, or he rang me. He actually rang me on WhatsApp, and he goes, "What are you doing, you slag?" And I went, "I'm actually at work." And then I didn't actually realize he was live, and I thought I just talked to him like I normally talk to a person, and then I watched his live back later, and I went, "Oh God, I was on the fucking live. I was talking to that." I went, "Oh shit." Not that I talk any differently to anybody when I'm on live. I'm me, mate. I'm me. What you see, warts and all. That's it.
I don't want to see your warts. Put the warts away.
I don't have any
And
warts.
all.
All your crabs. Get them treated.
Yeah,
Mate, they're just like sea
especially the
monkeys.
genital warts.
They're just like
Sea
sea
monkeys.
monkeys, Laura.
Share and share
Well,
alike, right?
that's what. Well, that's right. You know what? That's like.
If it looks like
the
a slow
lady-
worm, yeah, go and get treatment.
Ugh.
The lady said to me, like, my mum goes, "Oh, do you have sea monkeys?" She goes, "Sea lice." That's what it is. It's lice. It's sea lice. They're not monkeys.
Are they related to lice or are they related to?
They are. They're sea lice.
They're
That's what
water
they are.
fleas.
Yeah, water
Crap.
fleas. Hey, Steve Brand, how are you?
Hey, Steve. How you doing, man?
Tonkers. Oi, oi, tonkers.
Oh, Steve.
How you doing?
Is tonkers a British or Canadian slang or something else?
No, that's Steve's calling card. That's what,
Is it
that's what he
Tonkers?
says when he comes in. Yeah.
Oh, does he? Tonkers. There you go. What's that one?
Excuse me.
Oh, this is the new one. This is the new one I made.
I think Steve knows more of my hiding spots than anybody else on YouTube.
You see that one, Barry? That's
Wait,
the
I
new one I
oh,
made.
shit.
You
So
got,
that one's missing the budgies, though, isn't it?
I know, but it's got his big chicken.
And to be fair, Joe has more.
He should be
stuff
holding the
on.
chicken. He should be, mate. That's his picture.
Well, no, the major problem with that, Danny, is you can actually see his eyes because his eyes are
Right.
normally rolling into the back of his head. To be fair.
And he's got his drone. He's got his
About
airphone.
90 though.
He's got links. Well,
Yeah.
that's
I told you he needs to be wearing that black T-shirt with his little bridge logo on. Yeah, it's good though. Doesn't
I-
quite
you know
look.
what?
Up.
You know what? I should change it. I should change that and suggest and say he needs to be holding the chicken with a big grin on his face.
Yeah, that photo that you posted, Tinker, was
Then he'd look like Mr.
fucking
Bean.
hilarious. Yeah, that's one of my all-time favorite pictures on this. So I'll see if I can find it. That's so
Australia, your chicken is ready. Oh, you don't get that because you don't have Red Rooster over there. But this one now.
Pardon me.
Ooh. I'm glad to see I'm not the only one who's got the farts.
No, I burped.
Oh, well, there you
If
go.
I farted, my headphones would have gone down.
Just like Frank.
Jesus, I don't want to do that at the minute. I'd have candles coming out my ass.
I can't find that picture.
We're gonna
Weirdly,
leave
there's
it-
a lot of pictures of Adolf Hitler in my Discord. I don't know what that's all about.
Yep. Steve. So, Danny, how's the recovery effort going in Australia from that hurricane? Is everybody?
Mate, everything's
up.
back to normal, mate. Everything's back to
cool.
normal. Yeah, yeah.
Ex,
But
ex,
we've-
ex cyclone.
Yeah,
Oh,
ex-tropical. It was
what's
an
wrong with
ex-tropical. Yeah, it was ex-tropical cyclone. So, I've actually released some videos. Oh, his mug. Oh yeah, I gotta get his mug. His PG tips, and just put a sign that says, "This is tea." Yeah, couple of links. Couple of links.
Wouldn't the background in that one have
Probably
the
a couple
finger up
bloody
the background
JD.
on it?
I can change. With ChatGPT, you can change anything you want. So you're limited to how many pictures you can upload, but you can do as many critiques as you like. I think.
I don't know where that picture of Joe's gone. Never mind. I'll
Which one?
find it.
Oh,
The one
it's on
Dinkum
your
uploaded.
Discord.
Yeah,
on
no, I'm looking
Discord.
for it. I know it's on fucking Discord. I'm looking for it.
Calm down, Barry. I'll put you in the naughty corner. I'll put you in the naughty corner.
Oh, I'm already in the corner.
Nobody puts Barry in the corner.
That Madeleine McCann one cracks me up. It's just
I don't know.
empty.
Can he dance like Baby? That might be quite funny.
I've no idea what you're talking about because I don't.
Oh,
watch
Barry, you know
that.
what you know which one you got to do. You got to do a Sabrina doll.
Sabrina. Who's Sabrina?
The singer.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
No.
Swimsuit
dear.
edition.
I think we should
Oh,
do a
no.
lead UN Korean cheerleader special. What do you reckon?
Or we can. Or we should do. Or it's in general, Barry.
Is it? Ah, that's why
Yeah.
I can't find it then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Dinkum said that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I found it. Thanks, Dinkum. Yeah, this is possibly the greatest picture currently on my Discord. So funny.
I just.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking mad.
What to say?
What the-
2 bottles of Brune,
I have
please.
no idea what that means, but
Oh, and you know what?
just
Somebody,
such a cracking picture.
Poor Joe.
Yeah,
somebody,
poor Joe.
and you know what? Somebody's going to clip this because we need this. But I love his new thing where he goes, here's one of these and one of there and a fresh one.
Yeah, one of these. Yeah. We've got to get that clip, haven't we? And then play it.
And that-
Yeah. Every time somebody's fucking around. Yeah.
Well, Dinkum, I tried to teach everybody that you can do what's called I tried to teach Joe and said you can do a beer in the bum chook, and he goes, I'm not going to waste links.
Oh, God forbid it wouldn't taste of anything anyway. Fucking hell.
The chook of disappointment.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
A chuduckin. a turkey, a chicken, and a duck.
So, Danny, I found quite a tidy picture of Li Juan, and I think we should use this as the basis of the next figure. What do you reckon?
Sorry. I see.
So we should use that picture there for the next figure. What do you reckon?
Up to you. That's. Then you can actually make them move
With
too.
some short
apparently.
shorts.
Hey, you can make them move. Oh my god!
Yeah, you can. You can make them move. And that, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Can make them do
Barry's going to have a
things.
new wank bank.
No, you obviously within limits, I guess.
Well, I've already got a folder on a hard drive that the police can't find. Yeah, no, just kidding.
Doesn't
We should-
surprise me.
Just it's
Oh,
encrypted,
Barry.
so even if they do find it, no, I'm just joking.
Okay. Met police raid Barry's place. Now go.
Yeah.
Go.
It won't be the Met
Barry's
Police
running-
now, but the
Barry's-
CCP will come over and fucking blackmail me.
Barry's running down with his new gimbal going, all right, I'm finally doing my first video. Ashamed that I'm running away from the police with my hard drives.
I'm running, but I'm not jogging. I'm not running, but I'm not running for fun. Yeah.
Sprinting.
And
Did I send you
come up
that
to me and
video?
ask me something about you, Barry. Barry who?
Yeah, Barry here. Yeah. Barry Storms. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Barry Storms
Make a-
and cats.
Make a gyrate on the cock. Anyway,
Barry.
let's keep the language down. Yeah, you're so Barry.
As I said, these live streams will never be monetized because
Hell no.
they'll never be
The
monetized.
day you monetize a live stream or the day that I shouldn't come up.
And I chose that. I
Already
chose
had too many
that.
references to drugs in this one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Drugs, sex, and Teddy.
And rock and roll. And Teddy Ruski. You right,
Never seen
Gigi?
Laura in a long
Oh.
time. Look, there's Laura.
Yeah, Laura's here.
I'm here, Teddy.
I was asking about her the other. What was it? Joe. I was like, "Have you seen Laura?" And he's like, "No."
No, I don't.
Well,
He
Laura,
did
Laura
mention
has a
you,
life.
didn't he? He did. To be fair to Joe, he did mention you in the recent live stream.
He does. Yeah, Joe always asks about Laura.
Yeah.
Always.
Unfortunately, it was in a stream of consciousness.
And you know what else? You know what else?
It didn't make any
You
sense.
are the only female that he actually talks properly about, Laura. And just let you know that
Yeah,
everyone else
because he
talks
knows
a
he ain't
bit.
got the fucking balls to go there.
Filthiest man on YouTube.
He would die a horrible death, and he knows it.
You'd be stuffed up your own chook. You'd be stuffed in your own chook.
He typed something salacious into Matt's chat earlier. I can't remember exactly what he wrote. Something
Oh,
about
yeah.
ladies, get your things out. Get your
Go
tongue-
do her.
get
Go
your-
do
ah,
it. You got a Melissa. What's Melissa
can't
saying?
remember. I can't remember
You got a Mrs. Go do her.
Yeah, you got a missus in the other room. Go and do it. That was Melissa who said that to him.
Yeah, Melissa. Oh, talking about piss. You talk about piss, right?
Hey?
Obviously, Matt. I'm not sorry, not with Joe, who says he's going to drink piss and all that, right? I found a video, and it's a new video, and apparently they're selling overseas cow urine. that you can
Oh
drink.
no.
Yeah,
And it's a video. That's a video you can watch, and the guy's going,
Google time. Here we go.
I'm not going to
Is
watch
there-
that.
no, but you think the Sustramis they're throwing up? This just guy just goes, and he's like, oh, it's just projectile. He's just, oh my
And is
god.
this for entertainment or
Of course it
reason?
is. No,
What's the
it's
reason?
real. It's real. They're actually selling drinks.
Yeah, but what's the
that are-
reason? Why would anyone just go and drink?
Because why would they want to? Why would they want to eat fermented fish in a can? I don't know.
Because they live in a country where it's freezing cold for 9 months of the year.
That's right. And they actually, this is actually a bottle that is marketed. I'll send you a link.
It doesn't. Listen, I'm
No.
not being funny. It doesn't matter how hungry or thirsty I am. I'm not going to just bend over and drink.
But
a can.
apparently it has some health benefits. But then again, you go over some Asian
Right.
countries, apparently has some health benefits.
That's
I
what they
don't
said about
believe that.
smoking.
I don't believe. Yeah,
That's right.
exactly. That's right, Bridget. Yeah, yeah. I don't believe that for a
Miss-
second, Danny. Yeah,
Yeah, Mr. Cigarette handing out cigarettes to people in hospital.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
on a diet. Oh, really? What kind of diet you on? Well, I drink cow piss and smoke 20 cigarettes a day. Yeah. Yeah. When I say diet, I'll be a skeleton in about
So-
3 weeks.
sounds delicious.
So
And
yeah,
wait till
it's
put on the tumour.
Yeah.
Although I learned something earlier, back in the sort of 20s and 30s, they used to use cow piss to make paint yellow because they were fed mangoes, so their pee was bright yellow. I was like, ooh.
I know that
So-
pee makes your underpants yellow.
So it's called
It's called not
A-Y
shaking properly or wiping.
AYURVEDA.
Laura, men don't wipe. Come on.
It says it was surprised how many Indians were shocked
Get a
by the
little
study finding.
Filipino maid to come and
Drinking
clean
cow
them.
urine was found to be significantly harmful to human health,
Hmm.
but they drink it. Yeah.
Can we get off the subject of piss drinking, please? Fuck's sake. Came on this live for intelligent conversation.
Well, fuck you,
I'll
bro.
leave.
No, I didn't. No, that's ridiculous. Go to
They
another stream.
use it making concrete or something. Urine?
Used in dyeing. Yeah, yeah.
Dyeing
you-
clothing
yeah.
and stuff like that.
They used to use urine in the in medieval times in England for cleaning fabrics.
Well, that's right. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
See what Google says about this. Let me see. Is it medically beneficial to drink cow urine?
I didn't mention it.
Moreau. Although it is widely used, there is no scientific evidence for therapeutic use in humans and harmful effects have been reported. 18.
All right. Well, don't drink it. There it is. Google says don't drink it.
All right, enough pee talk. There you go. Next one.
Yep, there we go.
Are we going to talk about? Are we up
No
to?
bottled tiddle, thank you.
Is the next
I'm tapping out of this conversation.
is the next what's the next stream? We're on the roller coaster up now. Is it shit talk time?
Mhm.
Well, there's always that coffee that the cats eat.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. They make that tea, that bean, the coffee bean that animals eat and extract. And people make coffee out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Google had a little disclaimer. It says if you're ducks, you can drink cow urine. That's what it said.
There you go, ducks. You can drink cow urine.
Yep, it did have a little disclaimer. If it's ducks,
Teddy,
you can drink.
ask him if ducks shit in the woods. I'm deadly serious. Ask him.
They do out of their
That's what Google
cloaca.
says. Do ducks shit in the woods?
Yes. Ducks do eat droppings, feces, in the woods.
Yes, he does.
It says ducks are naturally defecating animals and will do it in any various locations, including forests, wetlands, and near water sources. Their droppings can carry an appearance dependent on their diet and other factors.
Here's slimy
Hey Siri,
green.
if a woman shits in a frying pan and a man fries it and then spreads it onto a sandwich and then eats it, is that okay?
Yep.
You sick fuck. That's what Siri says.
It's just said, shall I use ChatGPT to answer your question? So let's
Is there
just
any species you can eat that's
Can
nutritious?
Can you make a doll out of that? So a woman having a crap.
Ew,
in
it
her
says
life?
no. It says that it's waste. That
Oh,
anything
no.
that drops waste, you shouldn't eat any kind of waste.
ChatGPT says that that's quite a surreal concept and it's probably legal and safe to do so. It's not really what the answer I wanted.
I suppose it would depend on the form of the shit, wouldn't it? Really, if you think about
Well,
it. 'Cause
I once had
No,
a
not
cat.
at
ashes
all.
or splat.
I don't look at them and think, oh, that one's wet, I'll leave it. Yeah, no.
So so
Chocolate
with my
sauce.
with my previous partner, we went on holidays and the cats were left at home, right? So they had enough food and water whilst we were away, and they had a clean toilet. So except the toilet was in the bathroom. Whilst we were away, the bathroom door got closed by the wind.
Oh, Christ.
So the cat went to the toilet in the
Toilet.
no, the fry pan on that was sitting on the
Hi,
stove.
Suan.
Hey, Suan.
Oh, right.
Minging.
Yeah.
Hello, Sue-Ann.
First time listener. Hi, Bridget and team.
Yes,
Yeah.
Suan's my
Just-
sister.
Oh, look. There you go. Hello, Suan.
Oh, hello, Sue-Ann.
Welcome in.
Apologies for
And
the
if-
conversation. Which
That
is just
No,
referral
generally
link
re-
at the bottom of chat is
revolved
really
around
annoying.
it.
Look, no. What's on the bottom of the chat?
Community, and if you look through StreamYard, the bloody share your referral link is
Oh,
really annoying.
Can I shut it off?
You can't see it. Can't see the chat properly.
Oh, really? You can't get rid of it now.
Get a computer.
How do I get rid of it?
That's very annoying. Very, very annoying.
Oh, there you go. That's something. That's some StreamYards put in there we can't get rid of.
Oh, they've done loads of changes, haven't they?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they've changed things, but they haven't made anything better.
They just what they do is it's like saying, "Please clean up your room." They just move stuff around. That's what they're doing. They're just moving stuff around in different places. They haven't really added too much, but
Are we in
Fix.
1080 at the moment, Danny? I think we are, aren't we?
yeah, we are. Yeah, yeah. I got. Oh, by the way, I got my Guess what, Laura? Good news. I got my modem. You know what that means?
Hey, at last.
Catch up.
If I can fucking stay awake long enough, Danny.
I know. Well, I'll talk to you more offline. Work sucks.
It's supposed to suck.
No, yeah. I stepped down away from this, and the stress is back. So. And Laura Barry knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah.
Although
you are quite angry most days, Danny. To be fair.
Although, guess what, Laura? Just for a nice change, the one starting with B is very, very nice to me. Very nice.
Yeah, see, that would make me worried.
Yeah. No, but he worked with us. But the other one, which we call little H, Fura. What? It's like cream of chicken soup things. What? 60% urea cream.
Yes, on Discord, yeah. Piss cream. Yeah.
It's really good for eczema, actually.
Yeah, I'd rather not find out.
Well, didn't someone tell me that your sleep, your extraction from your eyes, like that, the sleep, the yellow bit, has the same chemical compound as urine?
I don't know. I put it up there with the same theory that says if you eat a lot of pineapple, your sperm tastes nice.
It can.
So
Because
it's good in theory, but I'm never going to do the experiment to confirm it. Yeah.
I'm not
Find someone to test it with, wouldn't you?
Anyway.
A willing contender.
Anyway,
one
let's
you force on. Just saying.
Facts about ducks.
Yeah, as long as it's a duck and not a pigeon, that's fine. Yeah.
We're saying that ducks
or
have
seagull.
called vent sex. Instead of anal sex, they have something called vent sex. What is vent sex?
Oh, hang on. God.
Sexing is a method used to determine the sex of baby chicks by examining their genital region.
But they don't have genitals.
Yeah, it was reading up.
Genitals.
Yeah, it was opening all this. I was just reading all these facts about ducks. And I just asked, like, do ducks have anal sex? And it brought up all this stuff about vent sexing.
Well, they have cloacas, and they use everything for the cloaca.
They do everything through the same hole.
Yeah, they weave.
Lucky bastard.
Lay eggs, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, see. Do ducks have anal sex?
Well, the question is framed in a way that suggests anal sex. Ducks do not engage in that type of sexual activity.
How do they know that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
There are some very strange biologists out there, Laura.
Yeah, cloaca, which is a single opening for the digestive, urinary, and reproductive tracts. A male duck has a phallus that can be everted for copulation.
A phallus.
Ducks are really
I know.
rough when they,
And now
Phallus
we
joke.
have to see a picture of this.
Oh no! God, here we go.
No,
Anal stimulation is not a commonly observed, not part of the duck's sexual behavior. Yeah, it's just funny. All this stuff
right
opened
down
up
the
about
shitter, Danny.
reading all the stuff about ducks.
If it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it must be a duck.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
They don't
Actually,
have
he's
taste buds either.
yeah, and here's something for it. They don't have teeth, and they also their quack can't echo apparently.
Yeah, I'm just Google definition all these things about ducks, things I didn't know.
Ducks' dicks are longer than their bodies. What the freaking hell? I think the biggest penis on the world is a blue whale. Just saying.
Wishful thinking there, ducks.
Could be. Yeah.
A blue whale. Sorry, the conversation, if it's turned anybody off, we should talk
Yeah,
about
it's like gone downhill.
Blame me.
I was talking about cow urine.
Smutty.
Well, I'm sorry. It started with the I won't say it because Barry will bust a poopy valve. Don't. He won't really.
Oh, here goes Coasty. I start talking raunchy, and Coasty comes out of the bushes. Yeah, Coasty, I'm taking it Google definition to the next level over here. You just happen to be on ducks. But yeah, Coasty comes out of the bushes when the chat gets crazy.
Like a moth to the flame.
But no, ducks don't have sticks as long as their body.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have the roommate help me, Coasty. I have all these game systems, guys. I have PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, and N64. And I'm gonna get rid of all three of the extra. I have like multiple systems and multiple games and multiple, accessories. I'm gonna be dumping all the system. I'm almost 60 years old. There's just not enough time for me to play all these systems. So I'm gonna keep my Nintendo 1 and Nintendo 2.
There is enough time, Teddy, if you get your priorities in life straight.
There's
There's always time for video games.
Yeah, I've got like 500 video
Oh, look
games.
at that! I'm late for work. Never mind.
What if I told you, Teddy, that you can play all these games on a PC if you get emulators?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, but I don't want to. That's the problem. It takes up too much
you should
time.
get that dance mat and play
But it doesn't. But you got all your space. I've got 6,000 games sitting on my system. I just don't get any time to play them. And now that I've got memberships, I have to put videos out, so it takes up a lot of time editing.
Yeah, I have my favorites, so it's time to let them loose. I mean, I'm almost 60 years old, so
almost 60 years old. So
yeah,
what's almost 60?
It's just time to pass it on. So Ghosty's going to help me get rid of all these systems and all these games and all this stuff.
Facebook Marketplace, or
no, Costy's got an upper hand. He's got in with friends, and he goes to Comic-Con and things like that. So he's the best guy to help me.
Oh, yeah?
He's got the most recent knowledge and things.
All right, cool.
And we'll evaluate. But I've got to get all these tubs. I've got all this stuff stacked up in the corners, and the tubs are like 40, 50 pounds each.
Wow.
And I just have to get it all out and to pull all that stuff out of there in the corners over there.
You're gonna keep the N64, man. That's probably one of the best consoles they released, the N64.
Oh, I know. I want to keep the first and second and the first Nintendo and the Super Nintendo. I'm going to keep those.
Like
the N64.
For me, the game systems that really made a difference in my life, the Atari 2600.
Oh, hell yeah. That was the first one I ever had, too.
Yeah. It had 110 games built in. It was awesome, and
yeah, my dad threw mine away with all the original cartridges, and I had like 30 cartridges, including one of them real rare games, like Stadium Events or something like that. One of them real rare ones. It was.
And the Mega Drive. Then there was the Mega Drive. Then there was the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. That was good. And then the PlayStation came along, man. That was revolution. That revolution, the whole gaming systems.
Yeah.
And then N64, obviously. N64 was what, the
64-bit? Atari 2600 rare game cartridges.
They were smart because they did.
You don't have. You remember the reverse compatible PlayStation?
Cartridges include Extraterrestrials, Air Raid, and Gamma Attack.
ET is the most sought after game, believe it or not. It's the most rarest game.
It may have been. It was either, I think it was Air Raid, might have been the one I had.
River Raid.
I had Pac-Man for sure. I had Defender for sure. But yeah, it may have been Air Raid.
Mate, you got a dinkum in the chat, man, that still plays physical games, man, like pinballs.
No, wait, T-shaped design. No, that's not what I had then.
I don't know. I don't know how old Dinkum is, but he's around our age, a bit older, a bit.
No, that's not what I had because I didn't have. It wasn't a T-shaped.
So, what was your system? Sorry, Bridget, I didn't catch that.
I have about 30 odd consoles, but
wow.
One of them is a. You remember when it was PlayStation 3 had come out, you had 1, 2, and 3, and then you had people that did trial the games. So PlayStation sent all these machines out to people to trial games, and I've got one of those backwards compatible actual console.
Oh yeah,
not
the
the
60, yeah, the 64-bit one, yeah.
Yeah, I've got one of those. Like,
Well,
the
Dad
original
threw it
one.
away, so no sense of looking it up.
And
That
they're
was
only
good
like
though, but
$1,000
then
bucks.
yeah,
That's
they still sell them there. They still sell them now. Yeah. I used to have a silver PlayStation 2. Silver PlayStation 2. Sega Genesis. That was the Japanese version of the Sega Mega Drive. Sega Genesis. Did you still got the game systems, Barry?
I've got an Xbox 360 under my bed, which I never play anymore. I've got a PlayStation 5, which is connected to my TV. I've got a PlayStation 4 in the bedroom that I don't really use. And
So what? Oh yeah. I was gonna say, what do you watch your Blu-rays on?
don't really play video games so much these days. What was I playing last time? Can't remember. I've streamed some games on my channel, haven't I? I put them on my second channel, and then I take them off because I don't want my YouTube to turn into a gaming channel. But we did the observation game, didn't we? Do you remember?
Oh really?
Under the subway.
Yeah, yeah. Don't you remember? I played that.
Oh, what was that? Something 8? No.
Exit 8. Yeah.
Exit. Yeah. I like those ones.
Enjoyed that.
Like those discoverable ones. Yeah, we got to find stuff.
You were playing that when for us that was like an overnight stream. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning. I really enjoyed watching you play it. And then I bought it on my PS5.
Well, yeah, I've got those games, and I've got that really confusing game which was really hard. Remember that one where we had to bounce through the
the Stanley Parable. Yeah, that's rubbish. That game.
Yeah, that was
just too complicated. Good game, but just complicated.
Yeah. But yeah, but the only thing is that you got so far, and if you failed, it took you all the way back.
All the way back to the beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
But I like games. I like games where you got to find stuff. You know, I've got one on my phone. So if I ever get bored and I need to escape the world, I just look at those ones where you got to find the object in the room.
The thing with like old consoles is like most games, like because you played them when you were a kid and you really enjoyed them. Like your memory of them is good, and then you go back and play them, and not all of them, but most of them turn out to be rubbish when you play them years later.
Well, that's right. So
it's just disappointing.
Well, you're correct.
Favorite.
I mean, I remember, like I had my parents bought me loads and loads of Star Wars stuff when I was a kid. So I had all of those Star Wars toys that are now worth an absolute fortune. I had them as a kid, and my parents just didn't even ask me. They were sat in the garage in my parents' house, and when they moved house, they just gave them away. And to be honest with you, I was pretty annoyed because they gave them to somebody. The person didn't pay for them. And that's my childhood they gave away, And so I was pretty annoyed, to be honest.
Handed away probably $5,000 cartridge.
So I'll go around the fab on the house.
But the N64 systems I have are the bright yellow one and the blue one. So I kept those neon ones. The fancy neon ones. So they're special edition consoles that I have.
Well, I want to get one of those Chinese handhelds. In fact, it's in my Amazon basket somewhere. And it's got like 5,000 games on it. You can play like Neo Geo games on it. I can't remember the console name.
I thought. Did you see they're releasing?
It's only like £60, £60.
You see they're releasing the Switch 2 coming out soon.
Yeah. It's coming out this month. June, I think.
Well, you guys won't get it in America.
June 5th. Yeah, that's what it says.
You won't get it because it'll cost like about 125%
When does the
higher.
Nintendo Switch 2 come out in America?
Postage will be like $5,000. It's stupid.
News. The Walt Disney Company. On Wednesday, Nintendo announced at its Nintendo Direct showcase that the new console will be released June 5th at a suggested retail price of $449.99 in the U.S.
Plus tariff.
Yeah. So figure you're looking probably 500, 5 to 6. But it's time to move on and get rid of some of these games. I haven't played those video games since like 2010.
Box with Master System.
Amberneck. I think the one I'm looking at is an Amberneck console. Can't find it on Amazon. Yeah.
Do you remember Sony released the mini CD one? What was that called?
Yes, I got
The
rid of it.
handheld
I
one.
can't think of the bloody
PSP.
name.
That was the
PSP.
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 I've got about
PSP had a
PSP
CD.
Vita.
Yeah.
That was the Vita, wasn't it?
Yeah. Vita, yeah.
I've
Vita,
got
yeah.
Used to make a
the
hell of a
Vita was
noise.
like the third
Yeah,
gen.
it goes and it overheated a lot.
So when they
Yeah,
announced the
used to be
PlayStation
PSP.
3, they announced it in September, and it was due for release in Japan and Europe the following March, and in America it was coming later in the year. And I went to I was in Japan the week they unveiled it, and I went into the Sony building, and right on the top floor in the Sony Center in Ginza, which is like their headquarters, they had in the gallery like a glass case, like you see an iPhone in an iPhone presentation. It was a glass case, and the PlayStation 3 slowly rotating. And there was 1,000 people stood around taking pictures of it.
Just
Pretty
staring
amazing.
at them.
Just staring at a games console. Yeah, I was up there with them. Like that's a PlayStation 3. Whoa! Yeah.
Now it's like old stuff.
Yeah, now you can't give them away, can you? PS3s. Who wants a
Well,
PS3?
no.
Oh, I'll take
I'll buy
it.
it for
I'll take a
$50.
PS3.
I've got a PS2 upstairs.
I've got a
Stashed
CD.
away.
I might actually have a PS2.
When I used to go to Japan, they still had. When I first started visiting there, they're the ones with all the advanced mobile phones. And I remember a friend of mine. We went to the supermarket together, and she held up a QR code on her phone and scanned it. And I said, "What's that?" She said, "Oh, it's a discount coupon." She said, "You get points, and then you scan this." And it's like, "Oh, right, okay." And now everyone's got an iPhone, haven't they? And if I leave my phone at home and go to Tesco, I get annoyed because I can't get my club card is on my phone, so I have to pay the full price.
PlayStation 1.
PlayStation.
PS1.
No, PlayStation 2. It's number 2. Isn't it?
Either you're really big or that PlayStation 2 is tiny. What's that about?
My game in it, Scarface. Look at the game in it, and my memory cards. The old
Right.
memory cards.
Should play it.
I do.
Yeah, I've got the
Can't you-
one as well.
Yeah,
That's
I like. Yeah,
two.
the PlayStation, the original, is the one I'm kind of fond
Yeah,
of.
my son's got mine. Yeah, that's a PS2. Yeah, it's a PS2.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah,
Yeah, Danny, Barry, you know, my dad gave my system away, but the only good thing I could feel good about, even though he gave away my childhood, was he was a Shriner. He was like a Mason and a Shriner, and he took it to, because he used to play Batman. My dad's like 6'5", so he played Batman as a character, but he took it to the Shriners Burn Hospital and gave it to them. So at least it went to burn, you know, kids, burn victim kids. So at least I could feel good about that, you know. At least I feel good that some little rich snob didn't get it, you know. At least it went to some handicapped kids that could use a little fun, you know.
Yeah, well, that's nice. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the only.
still
good.
annoying when your family give your stuff away, though.
Yeah, I know, but I felt a little bit better about it after he told me that.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
sister, because my mum's kept everything.
Hey,
Bloody nightmare.
Beanie, how
My
are you?
sister
Welcome
went
in.
through and sold all the Cindy stuff and made an absolute fortune and didn't give any of it to me.
Do you want to come up, Beanie?
Well, when they announced that Barbie, they announced like a collection of Barbie figures, didn't they? They announced that they were making one of Barbie in a wheelchair,
I could send them
That's
the
right.
link.
and I just thought that was hilarious.
Yeah,
So I
send
I
Beanie.
went into like 3 toy shops and asked them if they had it in stock, and I couldn't find it anywhere because I really wanted to buy it. Cindy in a wheelchair? No, Barbie in a wheelchair. Sorry. Okay.
Send somebody's links to Danny. I'm getting all these crazy links.
There you go, Barry.
Yeah, I've just noticed that. Yeah, share your referral link. That's a motherfucker that they
Mhm.
put that there, isn't it?
It's very annoying because you can't read
yeah.
the bottom chat.
So when I do feedback after the stream, I'll give them the
Yeah,
feedback.
they need to remove that.
I'll say
that's
yeah,
fucking
because
bullshit.
same as I say to YouTube, they need to remove that. We can turn it off. Obviously, Barry tells me to turn it off, but those little love parts and all those, which is nice to get them, you know. Oh no, okay. So Beanie's staying in the chat eating popcorn. In other words, she's a lurker.
That beanie weenie. Let's see.
No, she said she's going to sit in the chat.
She's eating.
At least he
Eating
has it. He has the option now. So.
Sorry, I don't know. Oh, so sorry. Can I correct what I'm saying so I'm not offending? Do we call Beanie he, or does Beanie want to be?
He wants to
She.
be known as she now, you know.
She,
so either
yeah,
Beanie
okay,
or
yeah.
Jenna or she.
Yeah, cool, right.
I got
So
three
yeah,
options.
so everyone that doesn't know, Beanie's transitioning. So yeah, so
Don't bring these things up on your live.
no, but look, I just want to be. I
I know. I know you're trying to be respectful, but just don't bring them up.
No,
It's
but I'm
not
just. I'm not
necessary.
saying. No, I'm not going into details. But yeah, I'm just saying that sometimes you need to.
Yeah, I'm saying it's not necessary.
I'm not too much. I'm not too much about all these
We accept
other
anybody.
ones.
It doesn't matter. It's
I know.
irrelevant.
Yeah, exactly. But when I'm saying something, because like, you know what? The other day I called someone mate. Now in Australia, I'm a woman. Damn it, she stomped
Yeah,
her
it's actually
feet.
offensive in Australia.
Yeah, you can't say the word mate anymore.
Who says?
The
Well, I
minority.
find it offensive. Yourself?
Bloody world's going
Do
crackers.
you really? You find if you say, "Hey, girl, mate."
Yeah.
Oh. I always say that.
If the guy says, "How you going, mate?" I'll say, "How you going, sweetie?"
That's all right. I don't care if you spell that because my brother.
Yeah, I'll see your point, Bridget. Yeah, personally, I wouldn't
mate-
get offended.
but mate-
yeah, I do
It's
see
a
to
your
me-
point.
term.
Yeah, but to me, mate doesn't mean.
No, it's
me,
not
mate-
derogatory. It's not derogatory. It's
But to me,
yeah,
word-
but your
word
point.
mate-
Yeah, I do totally see your point there. Yeah, fair
Yeah,
enough.
but to me, the word mate doesn't have.
Anyway,
a
should we
gender
move away
because-
from this conversation? Because
No, I'm talking. No, but I just
Let's get back to
same as
Cowpies.
How
Oh,
dare you
fucking
talk,
hell.
Danny?
I know
this is
God
not a
damn it.
necessary conversation for you.
it is because I like to.
All right, if we're going to insist on having the conversation, I'm getting
So-
tired anyway, so
So,
I'm probably going to tap out here.
oh really? You're gonna be like that?
No, I'm not leaving because of that. It's 4 o'clock in the fucking morning here. Look, I want to go to bed, mate.
No shit,
Yeah.
it is. That's right.
Fucking hell. I'm not fucking leaving because I'm in a strop. No.
Those are 5 hours ahead.
You strop.
Yeah,
It's
I'm going
11
to.
a.m.
I'm going
p.m.
to say goodnight to everybody. So
Okay,
thank you
all
very
right,
much
mate.
for having me.
All
On.
good. All good. Yeah.
Have
Thanks.
a great
always,
one.
Barry.
Good to see you,
Yeah.
Bridget. Thanks
Oh,
to you for coming up. Thanks to you, Teddy, and good to see you as well.
Yeah.
Laura.
All
Thanks
right,
everyone
yeah,
in
Barry,
chat.
it's going
Have
4
a
a.m.
lovely day.
there.
Yeah, take care, and I'll catch you all later.
Night.
see you, Barry.
See you
Cheers,
later.
mate.
Bye-bye.
Ta, see you, mate.
Yeah,
Bye,
he's
mate.
5 hours ahead of me, and I'm at 11 o'clock. So you're
In
right.
stream. Only joking.
He's almost 4 a.m.
Go for it, Barry. No, I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, I'm not. I just. I say, also something I do, and it must be because I watched a lot of Ozzy Osbourne when I was younger. I always call people man. I go, "Hey, go on, man," because that's what Ozzy Osbourne does. He just everyone doesn't matter who he's talking to his wife. He goes, "Man." It's not because he's calling his wife a man. It's just that's his Bristol. You probably
He's
say
not
he-
Bristolian. Will you stop
well,
saying that?
Well, he's from just outside of Bristol.
No,
is it?
he's not.
All right.
He was
okay.
born in Birmingham. It's nowhere near
That's
bloody
the one.
Bristol.
Oh, whatever. Sorry, that's what I meant. You know what? I'll
Who
go
did you
sit
like
the
better?
corner.
Zach Wild or Randy Rhodes?
Neither.
Damn, I like Zach Wild.
Sorry, no, I didn't mean Bristol. I'm sorry, I was meaning Birmingham. Sorry, yeah, I know. You know what I meant, but I got it wrong.
Not
Forgive me. I've had 3 hours sleep because the cat was bloody fighting with that feral cat.
I don't get sleep. I haven't had sleep for about 8 days.
Ask Barry. Ask Barry. Barry goes, "What's that noise?" And I went, "That's the cat." He goes, "He's having a scrap." And I went, "Yep." He goes, "Yeah,
Hey,
he's having a
Frank.
scrap." Hey, Frank. Do you want the link, Frank? Do you want to come up?
Frank.
Brenda. I'll send the link anyway. If you choose to come up, you can. If you don't, it's fine. Oh, I've actually got to welcome members, don't I? Oh, gosh. Bridget's a member.
Yeah.
And Tracy
I
Jackson's a
said,
member. Yeah.
I joined to support you.
You did. Thank you. Like, you don't have to join. It's just another way you can support my channel if you wish. And
Yeah.
it's greatly appreciated. That's all. Yeah. It's still going to be free. So the only difference is that the members get an early access to everything that everyone else is going to see eventually. Anyway, so.
And members only stuff.
Yeah, there is going to be some only member stuff, which is going to be just me. Like today when I started making a video.
I'm right. I just woke up. I woke
Yeah.
up an hour ago, Frank.
What time is it there?
4 o'clock in the morning, same as Barry.
Oh,
Yeah, oh, hello. Beanie,
Hello.
how are ya?
it's Beanie.
Doing good.
Hi.
Yeah, there she is.
Can you guess
Yeah.
what? Can you?
So I've been
You're
knowing it
talking
for
about
5
the whole
years.
female thing. Yeah, I had that happen last month. I was in some store in the mall with my mom. Some lady come up and said, "Sir, do you need help?" And I turned around and I said, "Who in the hell you calling a man? I'm a damn woman." And my mother, all she said is, "Oh, damn, don't embarrass me in the middle of the mall." And I said, "Well, you need to get her pronation or word you call that word right, you know." Today I got to put my machine together that helps redistributing the fat to my hips and thighs and butt together. Or when the HRT is doing that. Oh my God, I had to take 2 bands off it. I couldn't do 120. Trying to lift my body up, so I put it down on the 2 middle bands and doing a workout on it. Like after I'd only been on it for like 4 seconds, then started hurting.
Thanks, Sid. If you want to come up, Frank.
Sorry, Beanie, I didn't understand what you meant.
Huh?
You have a little something you do?
Beatty's doing exercise on his machine.
Yeah, it's hard to pick up my accent.
Yeah, because you got
No, my accent is southern.
Tennessee accent.
Yeah, it's a southern accent with a little bit of Irish, Scottish Irish with it, and I just speak real fast.
Got the southern drawl. The southern drawl. Yeah.
Yeah. Not anybody else here speaks that way. Only me.
Joe, no. He's got the northern drawl.
I can't understand half your words.
I've got this new razor. It's got 8 blades on it.
Yeah, sorry.
8 blades? Wow, 8 blades for real?
Jenna's
Space you smart ass.
There's a real 8-blade razor? What is the highest blade razor available?
Hey?
There is an 8-blader out there? What the
You
hell?
got to to get it though.
It says there's a razor out there that's $100,000. Oh my God.
Well, stuff that.
No, they do have one out there that's $100,000. I've seen the guy using it to shave his beard with it. Actually set at a certain angle that's made for your face. You know, you don't have to self-adjust yourself.
You still get a better shave with the cutthroat razor, you still get a better shave with the cutthroat razor.
What razor has the highest amount of blades? No, I just wanted to see. The Gillette Sensor 2.
No,
that's only got 2 blades.
No, we got ones with 5 blades in Australia.
I have 5 blades here right now.
All the Quattros.
I don't have mine at 8 blades.
I don't know.
But I told you got to go to Temu to buy it.
Yeah, it says there's a 7-blade one.
Well, there you go. You'd be lucky not to get. Yeah, that's it. It's made.
It didn't take me but a second to even swap it over my arm, and it just got my arm baby skin smooth.
Yeah, it says there's a 7-blade one.
Just get an epilator.
There's a 7-blade one
I
right
don't
here.
know what real pain is.
Yeah, so it's called Dorco Pace Saving Shaving. There's a 7-blader. Yeah, Dorco, there's one there. But yeah, I've got all these 5-blade ones I got to use up first.
Yeah, but you know, the thing is, I was actually holding a handle and I did a twist on it. I didn't know the whole head would twist off, and I said, "Oh, it must do that so you can clean the handle out in case it gets conked up." But if the handle is made out of good material, the blades are out of good material, but the part that holds the blades is cheap.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up one that may have 8 blades, but there's nothing here. Like you said, it must be on Temu.
You might have to go to Temu.
Yeah,
it always cost me, I think, $8 to get 27 refill blades.
You won't be getting them from China anymore.
Yeah, it costs you more for the blade than anything.
Yeah, I'm going to get the 7-blade system one here.
You're
Next
confused.
time, I like the way it looks.
Why is Frank confused?
Yeah, don't shave your balls with it.
That's what it says. Yeah, it says right here. Yeah, the 7-blader. It's here. It's good for shaving your balls.
Yeah, I tried that 8-blade below the legs, and I said, no, I'll stick to the 5-blade. This 8-blade cuts too much. Cuts the skin.
Why would you need 8 blades? I'm just saying. It's a bit overkill. I don't
Try
shave. by the way.
exfoliating first, Jenna. It helps. It gets rid of all the little bumps.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, the
dry
more
brush.
blades, closer shave, it says, and it's more evenly across the skin, reducing the risk of nicks and cuts. That's why
have you had them removed ducts? Oh, I don't know.
the extra blades
I'm
here.
lost. I'm lost.
Hey, I ain't got my nuts cut off yet.
Oh no.
It says
I
say
didn't, need
that
I didn't need to know that, but anyway.
it says less
Hey, now.
strokes too.
Now I'm shipping them to you and your wife now.
Oh please! You know what? Think him in the chat. He sent Matt some kangaroo balls.
Yeah,
Or
it
just
says
the
less
pouch.
strokes too. Less strokes with the higher blades.
It is. It's just I just went over my arm once and one section once, and it just took all the hair off.
Well, you know what? If you use an 8-blade down there, Jenna, you might actually get your wish and they're gone.
They'll be gone anyway, yeah.
This stupid
One
man
slip and they're gone.
Electric razor crap. This thing, I wouldn't even buy that ever again. The thing's worth crap. Because you have to go in one direction. The direction it wants you to shave in is not even the direction that'll cut the hair.
I'm going back to sleep, Danny.
Are you? Okay.
All you're doing is
Thank
cutting
you.
Well,
your
thanks
skin.
for
I'm feeling really.
Thanks. It's all right. Well, if you're
I'll
around
speak to
later,
you.
you know where I am.
I'll speak to you later. Love.
It says
All right.
fives
No
are
worries,
pretty
no worries.
good.
Thank you. Love ya.
Bye, Bridget.
Love
Bye,
ya.
Teddy.
you.
Bye, Jenna.
The only thing I
Bye,
didn't like about the
Jack.
5-blade,
Bye-bye.
it kept
Love ya.
taking up all the time.
Yeah, 'cause
Bye.
I used to like the Mach 3, but the 5 is definitely better than the Mach 3.
They quit making the Mach 3 for some reason. I think you can only get it in a disposable razor now.
So when I used to shave, which I haven't for a long while, I used to have a really expensive, I think it was a Quattro, something, Schick's Quattro, I think it was, 4-blade. And when you bought the blade, you bought the shaver. Actually buying the new shaver was cheaper than buying the replacement blades. So,
Well,
yeah.
I made the first. I'm going to get all my hair laser removed permanently.
Well, it's not. Is it permanent?
Nah.
It just comes back thinner. It just takes a lot longer. Yeah.
It'll come back more like peach foot that ladies have on them.
I don't know.
I tried. Lady, you think she got a mustache, but she don't.
Oh. Well, I used an epilator. I used to. Sorry.
There is a different kind of laser. I forgot what it's called, but it's more expensive, and it gets down there even deeper and keeps it from ever coming back in the future. But
laser, if you've got one,
that's only for people that are not going through a transition. I had to ask the craziest question my doctor a couple of weeks ago when I seen her. She said, "Are you fertile?" And I said, "What do you mean by fertile?" She said, "I want to know what color the cream is." I'm thinking like, "What the hell?" And she said, does it look like water or is it white?" And I said, "No, it comes out like water." And she said, "Well, you're not fertile anymore." I explained that to her. Had to drop my pants to show her where I had a rash at from an electric razor.
It says razorless. Magic Shave is a brand of razorless shaving products, particularly known for its depilatory creams and powders designed to prevent razor bumps and provide a smooth shave for men, especially those with curly or coarse hair.
I don't have coarse hair. I don't have none of that.
What is it, like Nair, and it just burns the shit off you, Coasty?
Yeah, Nair, all it does, you just put it on there, you leave it on there for certain amount of minutes like
Oh,
it
I
tells
hate
you
that
to,
stuff. I hate the smell of
and
that
then you
stuff.
just
Stuff
wash it off and wipe
stinks.
it off.
I think it has changed. It used to be that like,
Just don't put it on your genitals. You put it on there, it's gonna burn like a bitch.
well, they do. They do have a sensitive one now. Apparently, they've got like a
And
sensitive one.
it'll take the hide off of your dang nuts too. I mean, I put it on my thighs one time and I went to I closed my thighs. I didn't mean to. Got on my nuts. I'm sitting there like, bad idea. So I washed it off, and
I'm sorry,
it
that
left
means a
me
lot.
bleeding down there.
Oh no.
No, it did. You'll probably put it on his ass crack.
Yeah, shave your general area. It makes your tree look bigger.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Is
if
it
you
time
want
to
your
talk?
tree to look maximum size and good smell.
Is it time? Is it time to talk about cow piss
Some
again?
dang, some Bubba.
Oh, sorry.
Now
Oh,
I'll
let's
tell you,
just go.
Barry's a
Let's
little
go.
chicken.
Let's
You
go
know,
somewhere. Let's go
I
somewhere
hate to
else.
say
Sorry.
it, but Barry's a little chicken and pansy because I get up there on panel and he tries to run off.
No,
I'm
Barry.
just going to
Barry.
listen if you're going to talk about putting neck cream in your crotch. I'm sorry.
No.
Oh my god. I don't know what to say about one.
I don't know either.
It'll burn like crap, right?
I've
But
I've
so this
accidentally.
shit does too burn. It never burns like hell, you know. Especially if
It's like,
you leave it on too long, it really will burn.
I can't imagine
we
you feel any better than
up this
sticking
poverty
mustard
lawn.
down there. God.
I've had to use deep heat, obviously with my legs they get sore, and if you get anything down there in sensitive areas, whether it be down there or anywhere else,
Oh, I see.
yeah, it
Let's talk
hurts.
about
It
something else.
hurts. Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, it hurts.
Right?
I actually had a sore jaw, right? So they told me to put deep heat on it, which I did, and I rubbed it in my throat here, like here, underneath my glands. It didn't burn. It wasn't burning. That wasn't the problem. It caused me to almost dehydrate because it actually dries out. It actually heats your glands there so much you can't. Yeah, you're not supposed to put it where any glands are.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, well, it's
It
not good
doesn't-
to put neck cream in your armpit either.
Well, they do. Obviously I work in a supermarket, so they do sell products, and they've got stuff now for sensitive areas like armpits and etc. Bikini, I think they call it the bikini area now. That's a good way to say it. Yeah. Anyway.
Hey, because you're speaking from experience.
It's with water. It doesn't burn. Then wipe off. I'd like to try it, Coasty. Do you use it on your face for real? I'm not putting that on my nut. I'm not putting it on my
You're not
nuts.
supposed to put Nair on your face. Nair's not for your face or for your private areas. All it is for the
Oh, I'm
rest of your
sorry.
legs and everything.
Well, this magic shave. Where are you putting it, Coasty? Are you putting it on what part of your body part are you putting this stuff on?
Just be
magic, I've never heard of that.
just be sensitive in the chat. Don't right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to Google and see what areas you can use magic.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's in your search history, not mine.
Okay, doing it Google definitions again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, he did get them to come back. He's been doing that on his live streams lately.
Yep.
Well, Beanie, have you had
What
laser
body
before?
part can you put magic shave on?
Ben, you asked a question, Benny.
Not recommended for the use on the genital area. It's the first thing it says.
Oh, go ahead, Bridget. Sorry.
I said, ask Beanie if she's had
Oh,
laser before.
TMI.
Benny, you're talking there. Bridget asked you, have you had laser before?
Nope, not yet.
Yeah, well, it doesn't work on any blonde hairs. It really only works on the dark hairs.
Really? Okay.
I ain't gonna get birth on my day of surgery.
Because
My mother said,
I've
"What
had
size
laser.
you gonna be?" And I turned around and said, "I'm gonna be a 34C."
I think Coasty's put that magic shave on his nose hair.
No.
Then I am actually gonna.
No.
But she asked me
Says,
what
show
kind of
off
bottom
eyes.
surgery I'm doing. I said, "I'm just going in and getting the nuts removed."
I've seen. Oh, gee, Penny.
It helps with so you don't have to tuck, you know. No, you just saying I asked this lady.
I know.
and this
I'm
is-
sorry. I don't mean to. I'm not laughing at you. I'm
Yeah,
just
when I
laughing.
asked the lady that was
Yeah.
trans, I asked her, I said, she said she was 14 inches between the legs. I said, how in the hell you tuck that thing? Where you hiding that damn thing? How you hiding it? With all that tucking
Oh,
shit
yeah,
you can
lasers.
buy. And she said, it's not hard. I said, hey, I'm only got a 5.5 and it's a pain in the butt to tuck it.
I'm sort of, I'm talking to ducks here. Laser, it's really painful, and yes, it can remove skin. It layers the skin.
Yeah. Well, they
Bloody
use it.
hurt.
They use it here. They use it here to remove tattoos as well. So.
Well, you can remove rust off metal with it.
Yeah. It's really
You can weld with it, depending on the intensity of it.
Yeah. Well, that's what TIG is. So.
Yeah.
Laser.
But yeah, I've had a lot of lasers done,
Tungsten.
especially
It's
to my
tungsten,
one
sorry.
eyebrow. I've actually got one eyebrow, and
Yeah.
it bloody hurts.
What you accidentally got rid of one of your eyebrows?
No. I had it to remove the hairs between my eyebrows because.
Oh
I'm
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All our family have one eyebrow, and
One
I
eyebrows.
lasered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lasered down the middle of mine. I went to a laser clinic,
Yeah.
and one, it's expensive, and two, it doesn't work on the white ones or the grey ones or the blonde ones. And you got to keep going back. It's a little bit like.
Wonder why that is. Is there a reason? Is there a reason behind that?
The younger you are, the more it works on. Just like most.
Okay. All right. There you go. So it must be something to do with the hair follicle because that almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I think the best way to get rid of hair is waxing, isn't it? Like obviously having it removed and.
There's an argument about pulling it out. You're not doing it any good by pulling it out either. It grows back thicker.
Thicker. Well, I've heard it grows it thinner, but anyway, but I'm not an expert on the situation, I guess.
They don't recommend you pull your hairs out of your eyebrows and stuff like that.
Because we got people up at work. They do what's called threading. They're Indians. They do threading. They got this thread and they pull out each individual hair. Like they're amazing. I just thought, does it hurt?
Well, if you want to have an experience, Danny, go and get yourself a nasal Brazilian. You'll love it.
No, I can't do it.
They get a paddle pop stick of hot wax. They shove it up your nostrils, glue the paddle pop stick in there, grab your nose with 2 fingers, hold tight, and then pull them out.
It ain't going to work on me because I've got a deviated septum, so only one side will probably work.
It's an experience that makes your eyes water if it's done wrong.
Well, I've used a hair trimmer, a nasal trimmer up there, and it hurt. I was like, and my eyes were watering.
You want an experience? Try the nasal Brazilian. That's fine.
Sweet.
They're all pulled out at once.
Yeah, I've seen it before. I've seen people having it in their ears. They've had the ears and the nose done.
Yep.
I'm just thinking, sweet. Number one, I would not remove those hairs. Like I remove if they come out. Like they come out of the nose, I'll trim them.
Yeah, just trim them.
But I'm not. If they're there for a reason. My body's made them for a reason. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll get rid of. You get rid of hair off your face if you choose downstairs, etc. But there's a reason your body does grow hair where it does. There's a obvious reason for it. So.
Yeah, it's to protect us from friction. That's what the hair. It's also for warmth, but it's primarily for friction.
Well, you look at Mediterranean people. They're very hairy too, but it's not used for warmth. It's used for cooling because obviously when you perspire, the water droplets sit in the hair and it helps you to get cool.
Yeah, it's for heating and cooling, but it's and for friction. But yeah, I just see it as it just seems like it's a nuisance for me. It's like hair is just it's hot and it gets stinky, you know. So I shave or trim pretty much all my hair on all parts of my body.
So you bald?
Yeah, I don't really do my legs though, or my arms, but everywhere
mean,
else.
your
Yeah,
hair,
yeah.
bald,
He
you shave your head?
shaves his head. Yeah.
Back and chest though, yeah. I don't have a lot of hair on my back, but a little bit on my back. It's gross.
I'll take you use your back down there. I ain't getting to keeping the hair.
But yeah, that chest hair was making me so freaking hot. And when I shaved that off, oh my God, it like made me feel so much better. I'm German, so I just get hot. You know, I'm British German, so it's just in South Florida here, it's the heat and humidity is too high. So you really just got to cut as much hair as possible to reduce some heat.
You need to move to a cooler place like Vancouver or something.
Yeah, that would be awesome. You're right.
British
I'll be
Columbia or something.
You're in
even
the
South
US.
Florida, Central Florida. Well, I'm going to go to Central Florida.
He's in Florida, so he's down. Is it Tampa?
Oh,
You
I'm down
in
south by
Tampa?
Cuba. I'm about 120 miles from Cuba. So that's how
Yeah,
close to Cuba I am, like 120.
I'm probably going to get called an idiot again, but Vancouver you're talking really south, or are we talking Canada? Or?
No, Vancouver's Canada, but he's down south.
Yeah,
he's in
that's what-
Florida. Yeah,
Well,
he's
that's
in
what
Florida.
Danny said. Julie's just
Yeah, I'm going to go to Ocala area soon.
But I thought it
Ocala.
was Canada, Vancouver.
Within the next year, I'm going to be moving to Ocala.
Oh,
All goes well.
you are moving up with Mum still?
Oh yeah. Within
Yeah,
12 months or less, guaranteed.
Yeah.
11 months because the lease will be up. So 11 months or less. I'm 100% planning on moving up there.
So
I
I'm
guess
in the-
there's some nice areas.
Yeah,
in
I'd say
America where it's nice.
99.9. The only chance I'd stay down here is if I got a good job. That's the only little 0.1% of why I wouldn't leave.
Do you need a job if you move up north, or you can still survive on what you're
No,
making
that's
now?
what I'm saying. It has to be a part-time job because
Oh.
I've gone to disability, but it's going to have to be a pretty good job for me to stay down here. Just because it's so freaking hot down here. The humidity is so bad. And you actually get, like, if you go to Central Florida, you almost get 2 more months of nicer weather. But down here, you get really like 5 to 6 months of really nasty weather down here. Where at least Central Florida, you get only 4 to 5 months of nasty weather.
I never understand
it's just-
American weather because it's always given to me in Fahrenheit. I don't understand Fahrenheit.
Yeah, like June, July. It's usually like half of May, half of September, and then June, July, August. That's your 4 nasty months if you're in Central Florida. But if you're down here in South Florida, you got May, June, July, August, September is nasty.
Because you're closer
The
to the
hottest time of
equator.
year is this sort of November to, I don't know, April, May.
Yeah, May,
It's really
June,
hot.
July, August, September.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hot weather here. It's still quite
Christmas.
warm here. Like, oh yeah,
We get
It's hotter-
50
it's hotter
degrees
where you
here,
are.
it's centigrade.
I think that's
I
about
don't
Very
need to
topical
screw
here.
75.
up, Danny, do you?
Well, we get humidity.
Yeah, it's real bad
get
here. It's
humidity.
where's look up South
Well-
Florida and you'll see how hot it is. It's bad. It's
Um,
like oh man, it's nasty. Coastie gets a lot of that heat too. But they get like a whole 6 more weeks or maybe even 8 more weeks of nicer weather there where it's tolerable.
I don't know
see,
what
is that
50
why
degrees in
they chose
Fahrenheit.
Fort Lauderdale? Am I saying it? Fort Lauderdale?
But that's why it's such a big tourist destination, Fort Lauderdale and especially Miami. That's why people come here year round because of
The beach.
the climate, like people come here and they don't have to wear any clothes.
That's
You
what
rarely have to
nudity
wear
is,
jackets
that's-
here.
Oh, you got nudie beaches, is that right?
It's usually only December and January that you have to wear any kind of clothing.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
'cause
you
you're
can just
like-
walk around
Whenever
naked
you
if
see
want.
Venice,
I'm just thinking,
Whenever
why
you
would
see
I go
Ven-
to America? They're all naked.
whenever you see Venice Beach, you always see them roller skating in
Mhm.
roller skating in the swimwear. all year round type of thing.
Yeah, year round here in Miami Beach. If you go down there at the right time, people are just there sleeping on the beach or, dogging, whatever. It's all kinds of stuff to do.
Wow.
But yeah, it's unfortunate. The oceans are so trashed. There's so much pollution and litter in the trash that's in the oceans. I wouldn't go in the ocean again. Never again. There's flesh-eating bacteria and everything here. They keep it out of the news, but there's been all these sewage spills. There's flesh-eating bacteria out there.
Sewage treatment plant's not working properly or something.
Really gross, yeah. Then there's tar and glass and seaweed up on the beach.
Wow.
It's really nasty. Sometimes it smells, or you cut your feet. Yeah, you better wear shoes.
And not to mention all those plastic wrap packages that wash up on the beach.
There's that. We got Portuguese man of wars. There's that. There's stingrays. There's sharks. Yeah, all these jellyfish. 2 types of jellyfish.
Well, you get white pointers up there. You get white pointers where you are, or?
But yeah, it's there's a lot of nasty stuff in that ocean. If the pollution and the bacteria don't get you, the sharks or the jellyfish will. Oh, and barracudas too. Yeah, if you wear a gold chain out there, you have barracuda come out there and take a swing at you and bite you.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you got to not wear any shiny jewelry into the ocean either. People forget that. Okay. Yeah, that attracts the sharks and the because they all think it's bait fish.
Yeah,
but the barracuda, Spanish mackerels can hit you, and bite you.
Well, barracudas are very vicious, yeah.
Yeah, but you got to remember that, guys. Anytime you go into an ocean anywhere, you take all your jewelry off. You do not wear your necklace or your watch or anything that's shiny. Do not wear that in the ocean.
Huh.
My dog's small.
They live in a swamp.
Because their eyesight's not that good, and they just see that shine. They think it's a bait fish, and bam, they're gonna go for it.
Well, I very rarely go into the ocean because if I can't see the bottom, I don't go into things. I have a fear. I don't have a fear because I'm not afraid of. I'm not afraid of things, but obviously I'm human. I'm not stupid. I do get, I'm mindful about my safety and all that. But if I can't see the bottom, I'm scared of syringes or needles.
Yeah, we go for walks on our beach and we pick up the deep
broken glass, all that. Yeah, because you find it all the time. Yeah, you find it all the time. They call it sea glass. It's a phenomenon. You find sea glass washed up. It's quite pretty, but it's obviously quite dangerous too because if it's not weathered down enough, it actually can cut you open. Plus, we got up here in the waterways up where I am. They got stonefish. If you step on a stonefish, you are in a lot of pain.
Yeah, you're going to be in a bunch of pain.
It's like having hot water injected, like
because they're poisonous.
Spines break your skin; they stab you, don't they?
Yeah, that's what happened in the Blue Lagoon. If you've ever seen that movie.
Yeah, the barbs. That's right. The barbs went in there and that injected the poison. It's very, very painful.
Makes you sick. Yeah.
Blue bottle.
Well, see, we got a thing at the moment, which is, not really where I am, but down Sydney Mall, the blue ring octopuses are back. We used to find them all the time, and I picked up one once, and my grandmother quickly whacked my arm to make me drop it because they're colourful. We thought they were, Yeah, that's right, Frank. Stepping on a stonefish is worse than stepping on Lego. Yep, definitely, 100%.
Yeah,
I've not personally done it.
The Portuguese man of war. Wait till you get hit by one of those, because I went out there to rescue somebody. A summer job I did. We were doing jet ski rentals, and the jet ski conked out, and I had to swim like a half a mile out there to rescue this girl. And sure enough, Portuguese man of war tagged me, and oh man, that was some serious pain. Oh man, I was, how bad I was hurting. I had to swim in.
What are they? What are they?
Portuguese man of war jellyfish. They're
jellyfish.
Really,
wow.
It's not bad as a box jellyfish, but it's a nasty sting.
Well, see, we got box. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's not as bad as a box jellyfish, but it's, because that's more dangerous. But
Like a
it's a
box-
nasty, painful sting.
Box jellyfish
know.
up in Townsville, it's got a trail of sometimes up to 12 meters. So basically,
Yeah,
you wouldn't even see it. You just get hit by a barb and it wraps around and you could die.
Yep.
You can literally
Yeah.
die before you get help. Yeah.
Yeah, Portuguese man of war is like a step below that, but
Wow.
it's nasty, and it was so painful. I mean, I had to swim a half a mile in, and after getting bit, I actually thought I got bit by a shark is what I first
Wow.
thought. And then my other friend that swam out there with me, he got tagged too, and we both thought we're getting bit by a shark, and there's just one jet ski, and we're trying to climb all over it and get off the thing, to get off,
Wow.
to get out of the ocean. And yeah, it was horrifying. It was terrible.
You just pour
I
vinegar
actually
on it?
quit
or-
that job. I never did that again. After that incident, I never did that again. I said, unless you're going to give me another jet ski to go out there and rescue the person, I'm never going to swim out there again. So then he's like,
apparently, if you wear pantyhose, I'm not rude when I say, but apparently the barbs can't enter your skin when you're wearing pantyhose.
yeah, I'm not wearing pantyhose.
No, I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I know, but they actually make swimsuits that are actually for people who enter the water that are made of the same material, nylon. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I got bit by a shark. I did.
Hey, Blue Eyes, how are you, man?
Oh, Bluey. Oh, Bluey.
Oh, well, you come up here if Ted continues the way to get up here.
He's got an accent.
Yeah.
He's got an accent, and you know what his accent sounds like to me? You know the guy used to play
I
what
have to
was it?
send it to him by email. Oh, Bluey. Yeah, because
oh.
I don't think he has any other social media like we do.
I watched his whole life tonight. Old Bluey.
I missed it. I was asleep on the couch. I fell asleep. I was sitting there watching TV and I fell asleep. No, I was watching a live stream.
Well, Danny, I might
Woke
take
up
off.
and I kept wondering where my water was.
Okay,
and I
Bridget, no
realized I
worries.
left it in the
Thanks for popping
bedroom.
up. Yep.
Well, I'll see you later, Beanie. See you, Teddy. And it's
Yeah,
everyone in
and-
the
Yeah.
chat.
Take care,
See you
Bridget.
later.
And
I'll just
yep,
have a
check
look
out
at
Bridget.
it.
Check out Bridget's channel. Check out Bridget's channel. Lost in South Oz.
Yep, I'm always bringing stuff out.
Yeah,
All right.
check it out.
You
Check it out.
enjoy, and
Always.
care.
Thank
Okay.
you. Pleasure.
Bye.
Thank you. See ya. Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, Blue's got to go to bed because he's so old. Leave grandpa over there.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant biscuits. I'm always eating.
Old Bluey. I was trying to send old Bluey.
He's going to bed. He said he's booking.
Yeah.
I probably won't go much longer anyway because I've got some editing to do.
Yeah, I want to get his name up to the top of my list here, so I'm going to send it to him anyway, just in case he changes his mind. There we go.
Yeah, because you never know how long Ted will be on here for Ted's eyes to go live. It might not even do a live today.
Yeah, I like joining these panels, where I don't have to.
Congrats on that, old Blue.
Oh, congratulations! You're my grandpa.
Oh, man, that's too young. Damn it. Well, it's too late now. Congrats, I guess. Grandpa, yeah, I know. 18, man, that's just so damn young. You got to try to get these kids to stop, doing this until they get out of college.
Not really. Not really.
Yeah, it's ideal if you can wait till after college.
Like I was 22 when I had my first son, and I was talking to Barry and I said,
Dad, you such a
I'm-
dick.
I'm
What?
No, he's talking about the was. Yeah, and basically like now I have a grandchild too, and I'm old enough now that my kids are nearly almost grown up, so I've only got I've only got 2 children under the age of 18, and my son will be turning 18 this year. My youngest son.
I'm an only child, and I've got no brothers or sisters, and I've got no
Really?
kids.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a master of pull and pray, man. I was really good at pull and pray.
So you're basically the last.
Yeah,
of your,
I bailed out with every
family.
girl that I could have impregnated. I bailed out every time.
The pull out method does not work.
It does. You just got to know your body.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, you got to pull out.
But you got to think that little that pre-cum that you have come out, you're going to impregnate them.
Danny. See, I know when that's going to happen. So, you know.
He's like, there's probably a woman that's running around with your kid. She just don't want to say that because she's like, oh, he's a deadbeat father.
I don't have Barry's
Danny,
assets. So
Danny's cringing up here.
I don't have Barry's assets.
No, yeah, like I said, I know my body, and I know when the pre thing's coming out. So, I like I said, I never of the 10 times or 20 times or whatever. Trust me, I was good at it. Yeah, got to avoid that gut, stuff it in the butt.
I'm my BFF, Julia.
Yep, avoid that gut, stuff it in the butt.
Talking about the pull and the pull out method.
Yeah, we're talking about stuff it in the butt, Julia.
Julia, can you put some lightning in this crap?
Here you go. Look, how to get Teddy's attention. Biscuit.
Yep, biscuits.
Butter those biscuits.
Yeah, butter them biscuits. That's right.
Every time Julia comes in the live, kid's saying something very off the wall and naughty. Very nasty.
Yeah, avoid that gut, stuff it in the butt.
Oh no. Frank, come up here, please. John.
That's my motto, guys.
Potty. Teddy with his potty mouth.
For 2025, guys, that's my that's my lesson to everybody. Avoid the gut, stuff it in the butt.
Oh.
Yeah, if you want stuff in the butt, go get your trans woman. It'll work.
Yep.
Oh no. Yeah, I agree, June.
Julia, you did a good thing having your sound off.
Yeah, you got it. I'm safe. This one's fairly safe. I don't have Teddy's soundboard. I've been busted.
With Ted.
I'm calling my tombstone, guys. Okay. Night. Calling his tombs.
Muffies and muffies.
You got you muted.
Yeah, well, that's Teddy. I don't play the.
Yeah, you muted Ted. No, yeah.
You got to do that. You got to have it down low. When I enter I've got to turn it down low just in case he's got that.
I got the moaning. I blasted Barry with a moaning last night when he came and visited me.
Huh.
I had it rolling in the background for a couple hours straight. The girl's going,
Who doesn't like it? Who?
No, it's
Ruffy
nice
doesn't
though.
like
I got it real low.
Does it set Ruffy's dogs? Oh no, the cat. It sets Ruffy's cats off the dog.
Yeah, it's funny when I have it really low though, because people hear it and they're laughing. It's better than having nothing, it entertains people. As long as it's not too loud.
You remember last night I said something to whatever I said to Steve, all of a sudden he turned around and went live, and then I kept saying something about him being live over and over, and then he got up on your panel and started playing music.
Yeah.
He did reverse psychology on his ass. He fell for it.
Yeah.
He falls for it every time. He winds up playing music on somebody's live.
Yeah, that's right.
I know.
Steve's a funny guy.
Like Frank does play the guitar, and like people, it's the first thing anyone asks. You know, someone plays guitar. Oh, can you play guitar? But like he does that for his living. That's his crust. He earns money off that. So, you know, if Frank chooses to play a song, you know, by all means, you know, I don't say when I say I allow him because he's on my channel. But if he's on his own channel, yeah, it's good when he plays it when he wants to play it because it's not forced. Sorry, to me. It's when people like, you know, like, yeah.
Yeah, I want to get the guitar sometime this year. I don't know when I'm going to get it, but the good thing is I won a pedal, a thing called a pedal off Steve's channel. So Steve's going to be mailing me a pedal. So there's one thing I'll have. I'll have this thing called a pedal to put on the guitar that I get.
Like a sustain pedal or
yeah, I was only going to spend $200 or $300, but now I think I'm going to spend $500 and get a better guitar. You know, now that he gave me this fancy pedal, but it's a guitar pedal, but he said it's worth like $150. So that's got to be a pretty good one.
$500, is that cheap for a guitar?
Yeah, very cheap.
What
does a pedal do on guitars?
Well, it depends.
The guitar pedal is an electronic device that modifies the sound of a guitar signal, typically by adding effects like distortion, overdrive, reverb, or delay. These effects can be used to create a variety of textures and tones. So yeah, I definitely wanted this. I never knew what it was called, but Steve already got me a sweet ass piece. I mean, he said it was worth like $150. You know, so that's a nice pedal. Because I think you can get pedals as cheap as 20 or 50 or something. So decent quality. So now I got to get the guitar, you know, but I don't know, you know, they're going to help me. Steve and Q, I might put them on Messenger, like, and take me. I don't think I'm going to go to a Guitar Center unless we go there just to research stuff because they're going to try to rip me off. Probably going to try to buy it off somebody, you know, off Marketplace or, you know, OfferUp or one of those places. You know, just look privately for a better deal. Because you can get one for $200, a guitar, but I'm thinking a $500 guitar might be a little nicer.
To me, oh, sorry, I got the.
Have fun doing that, old buddy.
I really wish I had that Madness ticket around because I could just say, look, next time I hear a 500 Madness, I'm gonna just use that money to get the guitar. Then, you know, like, but they canceled the damn game.
I'm gonna call it in about 3 minutes about that.
I'm not into bluegrass music.
Really, but you're from the South. That's weird. I know that's stereotyping, isn't it? Yeah. What's your style of music there, Beanie?
I like rock and pop rock.
Punk rock? Punk rock.
Or modern rock.
I like all styles of music, and I mean that all styles of music seem to have a place in my life. Different moods, different grooves, I guess the saying goes.
I do like a little rap, but not much rap music.
I like rap that's actually like, you know, like the old 90s rap. not the mumble stuff that is today.
Yeah, old Blue Eyes. I already know the good guitar strings I'm going to get for my guitar. I know if you use tampon strings, they make a bloody good sound. So that's fine.
Oh my God, Dad. No.
They make a bloody mess, man. That's what they make.
Yeah, guitar. Those damn tampon strings make a bloody good sound.
I got Billy.
Bloody good sound.
A bloody good sound.
Are you getting them used, Dad?
Yeah, because I don't know what I'm getting yet. Like I said, I'm taking. You know, we might go to a Guitar Center just to see what they have, and you know, but I'm probably gonna just let Steve or Q pick the best thing for me. We're gonna shop at a few places when I get the money.
Guitar Center is expensive. I've been inside there.
Mm. Obviously, you buy used, you're going to get a better deal. Simple as that.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking to get a new wood guitar at all.
Well, Ted, we've got a record place here that still makes vinyl records by hand. They've been doing it ever since vinyl records were made.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to kind of shy away from the new places, the new guitars, because I know that I'm going to get a much better
Okay.
deal.
We'll do Blue Eyes. We'll do.
Oh, Bluey. I was going to go get some tickets and take Danny with it and get right up there, but I lost track of time. I'm going to go get more tickets tomorrow because, I got a couple tickets, but then I already scratched them, and I got a $50 winner. I got $44 worth, and I got back $55. I got a $5 hit and a $50 hit. So tomorrow I'm going to go, cash these in and get, because we're going to go live, I think, at Nora's if she wakes up in time.
Nora.
Oh, you're going live on her channel?
Yeah, it's going to be tomorrow because you know how we used to do Fridays all the time. I'll be on her channel tomorrow. I think we're going to do 11 a.m. coffee and chat.
I might be there unless I decide to go get groceries or something.
Yep, it will be at it'll be 11 a.m.
tomorrow.
Yeah, 11 a.m. We'll do it, and I'm just trying to think of what tickets I'm going to get. Am I going to go low boys? Am I going to go with twos? Am I going to go with fives? I don't know. The fives have been kicking my ass lately, except for the blowout ticket. So possibly I might go with more twos. I might actually get brave and go to the post office or go to this other store that has flamingos. Remember those blue flamingos that Peggy likes? I know one store that's still sitting on a bunch of them. I might head out there and go get tickets from there. Go get some flamingo twos because I know that's the last book probably that I'll find. Yeah, let's see what hit on pick 3 tonight. Let's see, Coasty. I was 837. Man, I was playing that number like a month ago.
Yeah, I know Blue talking to you.
Oh, Bluey. Oh, Bluey. Yeah, he'll probably be at work when I'm over there with Nora.
I was asking if you've seen some kind of Jeffy together.
I can't read it because of that stupid referral link. Oh, yeah. Did you see your marching money, Jeff? Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, you play all that stuff. You're playing too many of those little kid GIFs, though. You're playing too much stuff with the kid stuff. That's the only critique I could make. There's too much kid stuff on those damn kids. Yeah, too many kid GIFs. I want to slap the hell out of those kids. It's just too. What I wish he would do is more of the comedies for the movies. See, that's the shit that people really like. See, that's what Tater does
he's off
too.
work tomorrow.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's one thing I would say. That's what makes me crack up. When you put the movie clips, that is what I think people really love, is those movie clips you've been doing. Put less kids and more of those movie clips. That shit's funny. That's what Tater used to do that. Now he's lazy. Tater don't do it hardly anymore at all. But that's what made Tater get real popular, was all those the movie clips he used to do.
I'm gonna end the stream because I'm lagging. I didn't have much sleep last night because Gingy was out.
Oh, he's fixing to go spoons when he's fixing to do.
What? I'm gonna go spoon what? I got nothing to spoon.
I heard you say you're fixing to go spoon. That's all I heard.
No, I said I'm going to go because I'm flagging. Because Gingy kept me awake last night because he was fighting with he was fighting for another cat outside. He's very
Sure, kid,
territorial.
went
The cat.
outside your door.
I guess
Yeah,
I'm gonna go live.
straight in. You gonna go live? You gonna go live,
I
Teddy?
guess I'm gonna go live at midnight. So wait, stay here just a second so I can set it up.
Yep, set it up.
Yeah, I'm doing as fast as I can. I'm in
Well,
there right
Ted,
now.
did you tell a
Setting it up.
history hunter about the people that stand out your door and piss in the sand?
What now?
Remember, you got Mexicans that'll come up to your door and piss in the sand?
Yeah, I got these people that are working on my street here, but because they're FPL contractors is why I haven't given them a hard time, and they're fucking pissing right outside my door right here.
Really?
Yeah, they're whipping it out right in the middle of the day and just pissing right over here. Yeah, luckily it's just enough around the corner where I don't have to smell that shit.
So they're not doing it actually on your doorstep.
Almost on the doorstep. It's right on the corner. If they would have just pissed like another 12 inches up to the to the east, I would be having to smell that piss.
Do you know, like, they need to learn when they're doing work on the roads, they need to put like a porta potty or something there for them. So
Yeah, that's true. That's the reason why I'm not busting their balls, because they're fixing my power problem right now. They're fixing
But
that.
But still, they got to think, mate. Get a porta potty or something, like, just so they can, because or provide some form of sanitary, place they can go to the bathroom, because that's not right. Peeing on someone's land. That's like, it's not the bush. It's someone's.
Yeah, they're just whipping it out right here. And my roommate already caught him 2 or 3 times out there, pissing. And he's like, "Yeah, they're eavesdropping on your place, right there on your door." And then I realized, I'll go out there and look like, why am I so interested? And then I seen the puddle, where you can see the sand colors, where there's got the light colored sand, you got the dark colored sand, and then it's piss. So yeah, these guys are just whipping it out and pissing.
Maybe you can write make a complaint to your.
I really don't want to get these guys in trouble because they're not going to be there much longer.
Maybe make a suggestion and say, hey, look, they can't work all day and not go to the bathroom. Like, you have to provide some form of bathroom. You know what I mean?
How do I just keep my mouth shut? They're going to be done here in another couple of weeks.
Yeah, but like, you know what? I'm telling you, this might sound weird, but when people smell urine, especially homeless people, they think, oh, that's the place where we can go. And we've got it at work. We've got a place in the supermarket, not in the supermarket itself, but in the car park. And if you go past it, it's very strong smelling of urine, because all the homeless people know that's where they can go in privacy, because they've got nowhere to go. But they can go inside the shops. There's a shopping center they can go into and go. You know what I mean? Like, look, we've all been caught short. I've been caught short driving. I go down to Kel's house. I drive down to Kel's house, and obviously sometimes between rest stops, you got rest stops over there. Like they're just like toilets there, and like a table where you can eat. Sometimes you're in between those things, and you got to go. So you sort of you pull off to the side and go. But I would never do it in a residential area. I would never sit there at someone else's fence line and just go to the bathroom, regardless. Not unless I had no choice. You know what I mean? Like, if it was, I was, going to wee myself in the car or something. But but they can't be expected to work all day. They can't be expected to work all day and not
exactly. You're right.
Toilet facilities. Right. Do you know what I mean? Like, we all drink and eat. And obviously, we don't have know when we're going to go. Sometimes, we just sort of, this happens. You set your live up.
Yeah, I got it set for 11:55. I'm just going in there right now to set it up with as much as I can. It's like I said, I'm clicking. I had to put a nice, cutesy little font thumbnail over there.
Put on. Get all your block words ready.
Yeah, that's already set up. I'm in there right now. I'm putting some music up over here.
Last time I was there.
Okay. Yeah, I put some music.
Drinking my British tea.
You drinking PG Tips?
I've got actual tea come all the way from Britain. It's called Peter Pan on the tin.
I got PG Tips. I got Barry's tea. And I got Queen Victoria tea. Which
I've actually tried I tried Tim Tam for the first time.
You tried a Tim Tam for the first time? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Did Courtney send you that?
Yeah, but when I tried them, you know, somebody said, "Oh, they're knockoff because they've got the nutritional facts and everything on the back." I mean, I had to Google that up to prove to them that if they ship that over here to America, they have to put that crap on the back of the label.
All our labels have got it. Everything we got food labels. We've got so many different laws now. They have to tell you for allergens and all, you know, like for people with allergens, yeah, because like, and people have a choice because they like to sneak a few things into. Some people
Yeah.
have got sensitivity to certain preservatives and coloring. So
Yeah.
I remember when I was yes, Blue Eyes, you can go in the woods.
I
'Cause
just
it's the
didn't
right
have
for, it's
the
the right for a bear.
I didn't have the
Oh,
unsweet vanilla almond milk to do the dunk test.
Do you know what? You got to do this, mate. You got to bite off one end, bite off the other end, and then suck
Yeah,
it through.
suck it right
It's called
through
the Tim.
But I
It's called the
dunked it
Tim Tam
in-
Slam.
Yeah, I tried it in coffee though, and it was good because when it was coming through, when the coffee come through, it turned the coffee to chocolate flavor.
Yeah, we can get tiramisu flavor ones, which are really nice too.
I want a mint one to try.
Yeah, the mint ones are nice. They got
I saw them
caramel.
on Amazon to buy. They were $9 for a pack, but after
Wow.
shipping, it was going to run me $20. And I'm sitting there like, "You're going to
Where'd you
charge
buy
me
them
$10
from? You
extra just to get them shipped? Ridiculous."
Oh, yeah. I thought Courtney might have sent you some stuff. It's so expensive now. Like, Teddy, when I was doing all the monetization things, like for donate, if I receive any donation, which I'm not asking for donation, and also any memberships, I have to register with the IRS.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I think so.
Yeah, so I'm now registered with the Inland Revenue, or whatever the S stands
Yeah,
for.
Internal Revenue Service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because I live in Australia, I can choose to be. I'm only 5% tax. So because I'm part of a country that is allowed to get reduced tax. So I only pay 5%, which means pretty much 5% is pretty much
Yeah, another
nothing.
way to reach out and fuck you. Yeah.
Exactly. So what? YouTube's slugging me 30%. Inland Revenue is slugging me 5%.
Yep.
And by the time it comes over to Australia converted from US dollars, I've been screwed even more because basically we're only getting 58 cents out of the dollar. 58 cents buys us $1 US.
Yeah, I still got 75 Aussie bucks I wanted to pay you for all that work you did, because all this shit with the tariffs and then the copyright stuff with the superheroes, I don't know when I'm going to do the next coin. I don't know. But at least, I wanted to throw you some for all that work you did.
As I said, we can get it cheap in Australia because at the moment, China's basically kissing our ass.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you got coin manufacturers over there in Australia.
Man, I think I know. Look, as much as Trump is doing some good for your country, he's also screwing your country too.
Hell yeah, yes.
Yeah, I mean, because like he's sending the world into like a global crash, and it's only going to affect you because you need stuff for your industry. You need, you don't have if you are 100% self-efficient, that's fine. But you remember, if you piss off your neighbors and you try and sell them something, they're not going to buy it off you, are they?
That's right. That's what he's doing. Yeah, we got Canada pissed at us, Mexico pissed at us, and China pissed at us right now.
Like he walked up to us and said, "Listen, you're not buying American cars." Well, think about it. We're on the other side of the world. For us to get your American cars, they have to go through so many different changes. Left-hand drive, they have to be made into right-hand drive because you're left-hand drive. Emissions control. Our emissions control, probably closest. I think the most strictest one you have is California, and I think we're pretty much close to the California strictness with
Trump's lacking world economy experience. I mean, he's good with the regular economy, but the world economy stuff, he's lacking a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, and so I think what he needs to do is that these are free trades. They work. The free trade agreement worked really well because it works both ways. If someone's important something, he gets it for the cost price, and if you export something, we get it for the cost price. Yeah, and you've got to remember, like, you know, Australia and England, we've been allies with the US for a very long time, and you know, when it comes to the battles overseas, we're there. You know what I mean? You know, you've got to remember your mates. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't. I could tell he didn't consult anybody. He just went and fired off and just did all this crazy shit on his own. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't check with experienced people. You know, these are very delicate things, this international business, and he clearly does not have much experience with international business.
Like his father was an exceptional businessman.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, exceptional, right? Just like you know, was it Frank Packer, Kerry Packer's dad? He was exceptionally good. Kerry Packer, not so much. So Kerry Packer's obviously a multimillionaire in Australia. He runs the casinos in Australia. He used to, I think. I'm not too sure now. But his father used to run the newspapers too. And basically, like, what happens is they make a lot of you know. He does. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong. He is a good businessman. Like, he does have good business sense, but you know, he also well, let's face it, he has an ego.
No, I know, but he's lacking the international business. You know what I mean? That's where his weakness is, the international business side.
That's right. You know, you're looking at make America great again. That's fine, awesome. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to look after your own country, but you know, like, yeah, how's it going to affect your own people? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he just you know, he just makes these hasty decisions when he really needs to
this
study
war with
these
China.
situations.
This war with China, man. China has very deep pockets, man.
Oh hell yeah,
You know,
they don't need us at all. They don't need to sell to us at all. They tell us fuck off.
And you know something else, Freddie? I think without putting on a tinfoil hat, I think that COVID taught us a lot of things, because a lot of trade stopped during COVID, didn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I said.
Yeah, so basically,
China could tell the U.S. to piss off, and they don't. They sell to other people. They don't need us.
That's right. So that's what happened. So basically, 70% of our exports are going to China. They bypassed America when certain things were kicking off. So we've learned that we don't have to rely on America, because think about it, it makes business sense for us. It's got to be a business sense, because right, if you know, like, you're not going to pay to have something sent all the way from the other side of the world when you can get it in your local Asia area. Like, we're part of Asia. We're not Asian, but we're part of Asia, Australasia. Now, you know, like, China's not far from us. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's far enough away from us, but it's not far. You know what I mean? Like, they're currently sending their ships down to explore the waters around their international waters. So that's how close they are. So is you live now, Teddy? You live, Teddy?
Yeah, I'm just sitting over here. I'm trying to see if anybody's in the basement. No, it's up and running. But yeah, I didn't fire it off. I didn't hit go live. That's all I gotta do is hit go live. That's all I gotta do. It's just hit. All I gotta do is punch the key and go.
Well, Junebug says it's live. It does say live. It says you're live.
It's not live. Let me show. I can show you guys right here. I'll show you. See?
Oh, no, it still says scheduled. It still says scheduled. Yeah.
There's the go live button right there.
Hey, Wilma, how are you? Hey, Nora, how are you?
All I gotta do is click that button.
They're all coming here, mate. Listen, how do I do a raid? How do I raid you? How do I send people to your channel?
So I'm gonna hit the go live, Danny. Here we go. We're gonna do it. We're gonna punch that go live together right now, guys. Look at this. Boom. See, there it is. Go live. All I gotta do is hit that button.
All right.
And here we
so
go.
how do I raid your channel? How do I send people?
You just have to send everybody over to his channel link.
Yeah, there it is.
And you tell them to raid with a certain name.
Okay. All right. So raid at Teddy Ruski. There's his dancing chicken.
You like that, Danny?
Like, I go over there raid now.
Yeah. All right. Everybody, I'm going to end it up there now. Thanks for everyone who popped up. Barry, Jenna, Beanie, Teddy Whiskey, Laura. Oh, Teddy's gone. Teddy dropped off already. Yeah.
I'm gonna go on over there.
No worries. They're all gone now. Hey, there it goes. Obviously, everyone in the chat, thank you to my members, Bridget for popping in, and Barry's a member. Thank you very much. So, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Be good to each other. Love everyone. And I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Cheers. Bye.